1 second, you guys. Please bear with me. Okay, shoot. Actually, I cannot change the title, the stream title. That's my bad. I'll change it later. But anyways, we're just going to jump right into it because I kind of cut things short last time. We're back in Torr. I didn't get a whole lot of time to go over the map in full yesterday. I kind of had to get up in the middle of doing things here. Some pretty important stuff came up. And then I ended up having to work until late. And honestly, I was so exhausted, I just went right to sleep right after I got home from work. Oh, okay, that's a big fox. I've not seen a whole lot of foxes so far. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope your day has been great. The last 2 days have been very, very busy at my house. But anyways, we're back in Torr. We're going to pick up where we left off. I did get up this morning before I did have to work today, and I picked up some outposts out here. That way I have some at the bottom, some in the middle, and some on at the top here, and we can move left to right. I feel like that's going to make things a lot easier. We still have to go over the updates to the trophy lodge as well, so that's something we're going to do towards the end of the stream. I'm going to play for as long as I can. I don't have my camera on today. Like I said, today has been a lot. The last 2 days have been a lot, and I'm very, very tired. Forgive me if my energy is off today as well. If my energy is low, it has been very exhausting. But we're going to try to relax a little bit. We're going to get back into the new map. We're going to get into all the cool stuff, and we're going to go on from there. I did just unlock this outpost. This was the last thing I did. So what we're going to do... we're going to reset the time back to early, because right now it is, like, super late. Super, super late. It's 1800 hours. That's late. That's way too late. We usually start the map at, like, 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, something like that, when you join a new map or start up a new map from the very beginning. So that's what we're going to do here. There's a warning call from a red fox in this direction, but I don't think I'm going to pursue it. I think we're just going to keep looking at outposts and hunt our way there. I'm not going to go back and get this one, not for a little while. We're just going to keep moving in this direction here. I think our next outpost, or outlook point, rather, is down here, and that will show us where our next set of outposts up at the top of the map, top half of the map, are going to be, and hopefully we can find lots of cool stuff. I probably should have set the time back closer to 7:30, maybe 6 or 7, 7:30, and we could have seen, I know pine martens are, like, the middle of the map. We could have seen a lot more of that. I don't think there are any badgers up here. I think red deer are up here more commonly now, so that's something we can look at. I haven't seen a whole lot of red deer. I haven't seen a lot of roe deer as well, even though both the red deer and the roe deer have gotten remodels. We should probably do our best to take a look at them at some point. But I have seen a couple of feral goats. I've taken a couple feral goats. I've taken as many pine marten as I can. I've taken a couple red grouse. I know for a fact, off stream, I've killed a handful of at least, well, a handful of at least one. That doesn't make any sense. I've killed at least one of all of the new species off screen. So I'd like to do my best to try to look around and find some red grouse, more woodcock, more marten, more mink, more badger eventually. That's a good sign. There should be a red grouse somewhere. Well, they feed from 1400 hours to 1800 hours, so I guess we won't be looking at them anytime soon unless they're just out here in the open. Oh well, we're going to get to it, and then towards the end of the stream, like I promised yesterday, we're going to go take a look at the Trophy Lodge updates. I hope everyone has been finding cool trophies, finding all kinds of cool stuff. I know Flinter just found a leucistic woodcock, so that was very fun to watch, very interesting to watch. I don't know how that hit. That was actually pretty in front of the bird, but that'll work. I know it's just a female, so we're probably not going to get a whole lot out of it, but it will definitely work. There's some feral goats in the area. I have a couple drink zones for them, but I'm not gonna worry about feral goats all that much. I'd like to find diamonds and rares of the new stuff, since technically I'm putting my diamond search on hold to be doing all this. That was a heart shot? In the spirit of fairness, it should not have touched the heart, but that's not bad. I guess they're resting out here, the feral goats. I didn't think of that. Anyway, I'm kind of yapping because I'm exhausted. I'm a little delirious, if I must be honest. But I hope everyone's day has been well. I hope you guys are good. I hope y'all are enjoying the new map. I hope y'all like the new trophy, the trophy lodge updates, the plaque updates. I haven't got a chance to... That's a 1 pound. Okay. I haven't got a chance to actually play around with any of the new plaques or any of the new trophy poses or anything yet at all. I've not touched my lodge. I've wanted to save it. So maybe if it gets towards the end of stream here, or towards a point where I feel like I can't physically hold on anymore, we can go in and just play around and yap in the trophy lodge and see what we can do with it. That's another female grouse, but I'd like to find where that 1 pound male red grouse went. That's at least a decent size level 2. I don't know what max weight is for the red grouse just yet, so I'm sure we'll find out at some point. I would like to. That's a red deer. That's not a max weight track, so it's gonna be a small, very small red deer. I'm not gonna bother with it. Okay, the goats are passing through. There's a red grouse, a warning call from a red grouse. That's a level 4 goat, but his estimate is, like, awful. His estimate's awful for a level 2, not even close to diamond. Or that's it. His estimate's awful, you know, for a level 4 is what I mean, not even close to diamond. And we've got a chance of getting trampled out here. I'm not paying attention. I'm so tired. Oh my god, they just keep coming, don't they? I think by now, if nothing else, I didn't hear a fleeing call from the grouse or anything. It's another 1 pound track. It's at least a decent size level 2, I hope. Yeah, it's not in the area now. Oh, there it is. I don't have a shotgun equipped, so this might be... It's not anything, actually. This is impossible. I'm not gonna be able to see that grouse through the trees. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It'll buff. It'll buff. It'll buff. Well, we have some more red grouse coming up here, so hopefully this will account for something at the very least. I know I'm running, so it's no wonder I'm spooking everything, but... Let me see. If I'm not mistaken, Flinter also just... in that same video, he found that leucistic woodcock. He found a diamond, a guaranteed diamond black grouse as well, and that would be really cool. Okay, where are you at, buddy? Well, that's not a grouse. Okay, there he is. 63. I don't think the odds are looking too good on that. Oh, what? What? No, 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 no. I'm rushing my shots because I'm tired. And that's not good. Oh, there's some more feral. Man, they rest a lot up here, don't they? That's an even smaller score on a level 4, and I'm not very happy with that. There might be more that are supposed to spawn in. There's a rabbit, a mountain hare. Man, they're tiny. But it's females you want to look for. Female mountain hare are what you want. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything super crazy except for some breakdancing goats over there. I think I'm just going to leave everybody over there alone. guess if we wanted to really quick, we are up here by this lake. We don't know what's drinking up here yet. Oh, I did set the time back further. I thought I set it to 8 o'clock. See, I'm exhausted. I'm forgetting everything. I'm forgetting everything. For reference, we're supposed to be getting lots of ice, lots of snow this evening and through the week. So I had to scrape my driveway yesterday, and then I find out we're getting more snow after that. It took me 2.5 hours to scrape my driveway yesterday, and then I had to ice it today by myself. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot, on top of working all day, all week, really. The cool part about pursuing Call of the Wild content creation seriously, and hopefully someday as a form of a career, is that it's always relaxing for me to... Ooh, okay. It's always relaxing for me to come and play Call of the Wild. It's such a good way to pass the time, and it's always a good way to decompress. Even if I'm like recording or streaming or making content, I don't see it as work. I see it as just fun time. But anyways, we've got some red deer over here. There's a level 6, there's a level 4, and I think we're going to try our best to take that level 7 right there. Did I hit it with the Volgarda? No, I hit it with the Johansson. That usually doesn't happen with red deer. Usually I struggle a little bit. The Johansson doesn't really take to the red deer very good, but that was a nice shot. They might have changed that with the remodel. I'm not going to complain. That's nice. I actually haven't taken any red deer since the remodel either. So this will be really nice. This will be really cool. Speaking of which, I have so many rare red deer. I can't wait to go into the lodge and take a look at what the remodeled rare fur types look like. I bet they look amazing. Oh yeah, that's a tiny little thing, isn't he? Definitely not worth my time, that's for sure. I don't think there's going to be anything on the other side here for me to pick up, any zones and whatnot, but that'll be fine. I also can't wait for the hotspot maps for this map to come out, because I can't wait to be able to find everything that I'm looking for, everything that I need. Do y'all think it's going to be easier to grind for red and fallow deer, like the great ones on this map? I think the population will be smaller, but I don't know. It's a pretty freaking big map. Oh man, they really do look great. Look at his little flat ears. These look a lot better. These look so much better. Even if he's got little crab claws, you know, they look amazing. Man, I think, yeah, these are pretty common in red deer. The rack size of like a difficulty level 6. This is pretty common. That's why he dropped. We hit a heart shot. I wasn't trying to I wasn't trying to hit a hard shot, but that works. So now we've got that out of the way. I guess on our way to this lookout point, I guess we can stop by these lakes if we get close enough to them. But for now, I think we're just going to keep moving towards our waypoint. I want to unlock as much of the map as possible. Like I said in the last stream, even though it lasted an hour, we have a lot of ground to cover. A lot of ground. And why not? It's my map. I can shoot what I want. Female dusky grouse. Maybe one day we'll actually hit a fucking male one. I really need to equip the new shotgun. The Benahag, I think it's what it's called. The Benahag, whatever it is. 58.44, sniped in the middle neck. I love that a lot of the species on this map are class 1 and it doesn't really matter where you hit it. That makes things a lot easier. Oh shit, my my TikTok is running because I commented on a friend's TikTok. Oh, Jesus. You know what? It's probably for the best as well. I didn't tell anybody that I was streaming. I better tell everybody. Alright, there we go. That'll work. Alrighty. I'm sure I've passed up a bunch of different need zones doing that, but it'll be okay. More red grass zones, so I know where they'll be. They're resting for right now, or at least in that zone, so I don't think I'll be checking their rest zones. I'd like to check their feed zones where they're out in the wide open. It just makes it a lot easier. I can't wait for the hotspot maps for this to drop. I'd like to find more pine marten, more mink, all kinds of stuff. But I think where I'm at on the map, I don't think we're gonna find, like, mink. I know for sure we're not gonna find mink, but I would like to find more pine marten. Oh, good lord. They're all the way up there. Well, I mean, hey. Oh, there's another one there. It's a female. There's probably more, but... There we go. We hit him. Oh, they were really close. Hello. That's a nicer one. I think I'd rather have that, but I don't know if I can hit that. Yeah, there's no shot. That's okay. I don't need it that bad. Usually the goal would be to take out entire flocks. But I just don't have... Oh, are they coming back towards me? I don't have it in me right now to take out entire flocks of red grouse right now. Really, Ho? Why are you down here? Even more red grouse. Big females. Oop. Give me 1 second. I gotta make my chat bigger. Bucks Bullets, what's going on, buddy? Thank you for popping in. How you doing? Hope your day's been well. 59 to 63. I think we're gonna let that go. I don't know. Alright, where's my bird? I know I shot him. Did I get the entire zone? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Oh man, these are pretty. These are very pretty. Barely hit them from 200 yards, but I mean, it's fine. 72.75. Okay, so we need to look for estimates that have an estimate above 75. Right? Or was it 7? God, I'm tired. I can't remember. $72. I'm going to assume just 70s and higher. Anything with an estimate, a maximum estimate around 70, or a minimum estimate around 70 is good. At least for red grouse. You like the new map? Yes. I've not been able to play it much at all. I sat down to stream it yesterday and got interrupted. But I'm in a pretty good spot now. I have outposts on the left-hand side of the map in all 3 sections, so I can just hunt as I go while I unlock it. So far, it's gorgeous. It's mostly wide open from what I've seen, and I appreciate that a lot. I do enjoy that a lot. I think the animal selection on this map is interesting. I think it's cool. I've been very excited for the badgers, the minks, the martens. I think they're some of the coolest animals to get added to the game so far. I'm really enjoying it so far. The map is big, but it doesn't feel like it's like huge, you know? It doesn't feel hard to walk around. It doesn't feel hard or bad to move around like Medved does, unfortunately. But yeah, I like it pretty good. How about yourself? That was a fox. Nah, I'm not worried about her. Are those? No, those are okay. I keep forgetting badgers don't come up this high on the map. They're in the lower sections of the map. How much time do we have left, actually? Okay, it's 8:30. So red deer are still drinking, technically. So I think we can stop by these... I'll stop by this lake right here. Why not? That way we can take a closer look at red deer. There's something running out there. I didn't quite catch it, I don't think. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for popping in. Hope your day's been well. Thanks for coming by. I hope you've been enjoying the new map. I didn't have it because someone took money from... Oh, the way I'd go to jail. No, that ain't fair. Dude, I'm sorry. That sucks. That is awful. I'll be real. I'd be pissed. This fox down here is probably level 5 or level 6. If I'm lucky. I don't know if I want it, though. That's probably what was running down the hill here, and I didn't quite catch it. Or was it? No, it was a goat with a sucky estimate. Okay, well, that'll be fine. That'll work. I'm letting him go. Anyone else out here? I really need to start, like, taking my time. Because I'm just running through here like a chicken with my head cut off. Not really taking in the surroundings or checking to see if there's anything around here. Only $50? Dude, that's... Nah, I don't play about my money. It wouldn't just be $50 to me. Nowadays, $50 is a lot of money. That sucks, man. That's awful. I hope you can catch whoever took it from you and get your money back. And then you can buy the new map. At least you're able to play the map on multiplayer. You don't have to own the map to play it, thankfully. I've been loving this new map, dude. Me too. Like I've not been able to play it much at all. I was supposed to sit down yesterday and play it and got interrupted. But so far from what little I've seen, it's been amazing. And I haven't even went over, like I haven't went and looked at all the trophy mount stuff because I got both the DLC. I haven't even went into my lodge yet to check on the plaques and the mounts and stuff. I've been wanting to save that for last, because I figure that's actually what's going to take me the longest. I just got it for my birthday. It's on a gift card. So somebody took a $50 gift card from you? Dude, that is miserable. I'm telling you, I would crash out. I would crash out. Especially if it was a birthday gift, man. At that point, it would be less about the money. It would be more about the fact that someone gave me like a gift on my birthday and somebody took it from me. Like I'd turn into a real monster. There's another fox. I mean, she's just standing out there. She's just gonna give it to me. I mean, oh shoot, man, that was awful. I'm a bad shot today. Y'all will have to forgive me. I worked all day. Have not been sleeping much at all. I'm tired. I'm tired as all get out. Got the numbers on. That's scummy. That was it. Some kind of scammer. I have a leucistic widgeon and a diamond capercaillie. Nice. That's awesome. I've got 2 capercaillie, diamond capercaillie already from Medved. One in a multiplayer lobby and one on my maps. I'm pretty sure. No, I'm wrong. I have one. One was on my. No, it was on multiplayer Medved, and the other was a multiplayer Reventuli. That's where I got my capercaillie from. I had to remember. I don't have a whole lot of rare birds myself. I need to start paying more attention. I've got a couple rare mallards, I think, and I think 2 leucistic geese, and I think that's about all the rare birds that I've got. No, I have a leucistic turkey, too. I don't know. I can't remember. Somehow online I get... Man, that sucks. That really sucks. The online's a sketchy place nowadays. You gotta watch where you go and where you're giving your information, who you're giving your information to. Oh, it says. Hold on, just one second. It says your message got retracted. I don't know why that happened. I don't have any moderation settings in place. I need those good old small game trophies. Yeah, I don't have a lot of small game at all in my lodge either, but I've mostly been looking for, like, I've been going around getting at least 1 diamond of every species in game, and I've been leaving the smaller species for last because they seem to be the most difficult species to get diamonds of, depending, but... Ooh, that's a nice one. Okay, it's an 8. I think that's the old diamond rack, isn't it? I could be wrong. I could be incorrect. Oh, they're running off. Hang on. There we go. That's at least a lung. I spent $4 on PlayStation, but I don't think that's what... No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't be, depending on what it was. I don't think so. There are some certain PlayStation scams, but I don't think that's how they scam you with PlayStation. I think it's mostly gift cards and stuff. I deleted it because I sent it accidentally before I finished. Oh, okay. I got you, buddy. I got you. I got worried maybe some kind of auto moderation something took it out before you got a chance to say it, or before I got a chance to read it. Man, that's a big old zone. It looked like there were more than 10 red deer here. I didn't think there'd be that many. I didn't see anything else on the other side except for that one over there. Let's see. 222 and 251 is diamond. 182 is gold, so that's a decent size level 8. Yeah, right in the back of the lung. That's exactly where I wanted it. I mean, they are just gorgeous. That's not a bad looking deer at all. I think they look so much better. I've got a couple diamond red deer. Like I said, I haven't been able to go into the lodge, so I don't know what the diamond red deer are going to look like post-patch yet. I've tried my best to be as blind to the new stuff as I possibly can because I want to be surprised myself. I want to see it for myself so I can have like a good initial reaction. The new roe deer have kind of already been spoiled for me because I've seen a couple of them on my map already, but... As for red deer, no, I've not seen hardly any red deer at all. I've seen one from like 400 yards away, and that doesn't count. Oh! Oh, thank you for telling me. I didn't even realize. I'm sorry. Like I said, you'll have to forgive me. My head is not completely in the right place. Yeah, I meant to change that back forever ago. Y'all didn't even see the score of that red deer I picked up. I'm sorry. That was my bad. It's been a long 48 hours, I'll say that. Let's see. I don't think there are any goats or any red grouse out here. All this shooting and all this running should have already scared them off, so we're just going to keep heading towards this outlook so we know where our next outposts are. Have y'all went in and customized your lodges yet? Even if you don't have the DLC, everyone should have gotten like free plaque customizations and all that. I'm excited to go in and soup up my diamond lodge. It's been a long week. Oh yeah, it has. Oh yeah. It's been a very long week. I feel you there. Let's see. What are these? Oh, that's probably the same rest zone for that same herd out there. Yep. Resting 10. Another small little fox out there. It's probably that level 4 that level 6 was traveling with over there. Warning thump. Oh, it's on over the hump. I'm not going to be able to take a shot on that. I haven't really, because I honestly prefer the original plaques. Well, that's fair. That's very fair. I have wanted a little bit more trophy lodge customization. You know, I feel like character customization and like room customization with the trophy lodge really adds to the immersion of the game. Like the lodges feel a little bit more unique, a little more your own, if that makes sense. But I'm also just big on customization in game in general. Like when they launched like the skins that you can put on your guns and your equipment and stuff, that was really big for me, in my opinion. I had a lot of fun with that. Well, I gotta go. Alrighty, Bucks. Thank you for stopping by. It was nice talking to you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, buddy. Thanks again. Let's see. Hopefully the lodges are not going to be, like, super far out. What's going on with the river? Is that just artifacting, or... Okay, they are super far out. I mean, I guess that's okay. I guess that'll be alright. I don't want to have to backtrack. I feel like I'll go towards here, because I do want to take a look at those, like... It looks like marsh. Almost. I do want to check those out and see if there's any red deer down there. Well, I don't know. Red deer are more northern. There's only one way to find out. I've watched your channel a lot, but never been able to catch a live stream. Do you stream very much? I have wanted to get back into streaming here and there. The thing is, I don't often get a whole lot of time to do it. I'm kind of a one-man band, so all of my recording takes hours of time. All of the editing takes hours of time. All of the posting sometimes takes hours of time. So it takes a lot out on me, and I also work full-time, and I'm even set to be promoted here at the end of the month, which will also take up a whole lot of time. And it gets even worse around the holidays because I have so much family. I take a lot of time away for my family. So it's just a little... Oh, there's more red grass. It's just a little difficult to have a lot of time to sit down and actually stream. So usually I try my best to save the streaming for like big events like launch day, or like grinding, like documenting grinding, recording and editing and streaming grinding, stuff like that. I would like to stream more often. It's hard for me to manage the time for it. I think I want that red grass, actually. Like, back in the day, before I wanted to full-time pursue, like, or I guess technically part-time on top of full-time job, but before I was wanting to do Call of the Wild stuff, I was actually super into Call of Duty, and I streamed Call of Duty all the freaking time. All of the time. But now my job is just too demanding, and the time of year is just too demanding, and I don't get a whole lot of time to do a whole lot of streaming as it is. And then I got into Call of the Wild as deep as I did, content creation for Call of the Wild as hard as I did, and fell out of Call of Duty. I've had a lot more fun doing Call of the Wild stuff. It's a lot less stressful. Oh, we do have mink here. Okay, so we're too far in the center here, I think, for red deer. So I don't know what all's gonna be here. For mink to be this high up, I thought mink was down here, and then pine marten was up in here, and then I could be wrong. I know Lady has hotspot maps out for specifically badgers and minks and martens, but I've not seen a whole lot of it yet. I've not had time to like really sit down and look at it. I got into Call of the Wild a year ago, and I can't stop playing. It's such a well-made and fun game. Absolutely, 100%. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I started playing, I think it was late 2017, early 2018, somewhere in there. I usually say late 2017. But I started out as a console player. I played PlayStation 4 Call of the Wild for a really long time. So I've got a couple hundred hours in Call of the Wild on console on top of almost 1,000 hours playtime on PC. I've been playing PC Call of the Wild for, I think, 4 or 5 years now. Oh, there's a female hare somewhere in here. But yeah, it's one of my favorite games of all time. It's one of my favorite ways to sit down and decompress. Making Call of the Wild videos and stuff don't feel like working. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like work or stress. It's just fun, and it's good to decompress with. It's a good time waster. It's good to play with friends. Aesthetically, it's gorgeous. I've never really been dissatisfied at all with any of the maps. The animals are super fun and super interesting. They bring a lot to the hunting simulator genre that a lot of other games previously didn't. I grew up playing a lot of the Cabela's games, and they, as much as I love them, I'm sorry, they kind of pale in comparison now to Call of the Wild, as much as I love them. I only play Xbox Call of the Wild because I don't really have the money for a $1,000. Yeah, I don't blame you at all. You can't just build a computer anymore. I got lucky. I got very lucky. I built my computer, I think, yeah, 4 or 5 years ago, specifically so I could play Call of the Wild on PC. And back then, you could put together a reasonably priced PC, and you didn't have to worry about it. And pre-builds weren't like $1,400, $1,500, $1,600 for like mid-tier parts. You know, 8 to 11. I can't remember what max weight is for mountain hare. I'll have to look at that. But I built my computer piece by piece for $2,200. That includes like speakers, mouse and keyboard, the mic I originally had, the webcam I originally had, everything. Nowadays you can't just do that. That sucks. I think mountain hare are on. I thought they were. No, that's woolly hair. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna look up what max weight is really quick for mountain hare. 13 pounds. That's an 11... was it 8 to 11? I don't know if that's max weight or not. I kind of want to look anyways, just to see what it could be, because that's interesting. I don't hunt a lot of rabbits. I think that might have been her right there. No, that's 6 to 8. That's weird. Oh, there are red deer here. Not a very big one. And I think there's some kind of... Oh, no, there's another red deer out there. Okay. So they do drink down here. I don't think I see any others. Well, I definitely don't want to take that level 4. No, I put in a good bit of work on Call of the Wild on PlayStation 4, and I have my progress ported over to my PlayStation 5, but I hardly ever play the PlayStation 5. I don't ever really get a chance to. There's the track I wanted, okay. And it does feed here. Okay, cool. So where could it have went? Dark brown, fresh, so, okay. Hopefully it's still in the area. Or maybe that was her and I scared her off because I'm a stupid idiot. Okay, that might... Yeah, that's her. Okay. There we go, finally. We hit a decent shot. This map is good for red deer grinding. I'm setting up for them right now. See, I had that thought earlier. I wonder if it'll be easier to grind red deer on this map than it would be in other maps like... Oh god, I'm drawing a blank because I'm tired. Like maps like Quattro or Te Awaroa, stuff like that. I had the same thought. That's not a bad score. I had the same thought about fallow deer too, because I wondered if the population size on this map would be smaller than they are on other maps like Te Awaroa and such, but then I opened up the map one more time and I realized, well, this map is a lot bigger than it looks. A lot bigger. Okay, well, I'm not seeing any more... Oh, well, there was a red deer, another red deer out here. Another level 6, and there's another fox. That's probably the same level 4 we scared off earlier. I'm not gonna worry about her. I think we went right by the outpost out here. But I'm gonna keep wandering this little marsh area before I pick up the outpost. I'm glad it's not as small as South Louisian. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. No, like, don't get me wrong. I think adding, like, micro reserves, I guess that's a better word for it. Adding smaller itty-bitty reserves like that as, like, a little extra addition to that area. I think that's, in some ways, smart. I think it's interesting. But I don't want it to be, like, a constant thing. But I also think if they're going to do that, then they shouldn't charge full price for a DLC that small. Or a map that small. That's another rabbit. Not gonna worry about her. I'm glad they've made another full-size map. Sometimes I get a little worried when it comes to map size because I don't... Medved is big. Medved's bigger than it looks, and that's one of my biggest problems that I have with Medved, is that it's really big and it doesn't feel nearly as populated or nearly as busy. And so far, I think I could compare the size of Torr to Medved. But I stay twice as busy. So I'm a little relieved on that part. Very relieved. Not very big red deer out here at all, but that's okay. I'm going to try to take 1 or 2 of them since I'm at a faraway distance. They don't really drink on that side, do they? Let me see. That one level 6 in the back has a bodyguard, and that's irking me a little bit. Oh, wait. Hello. Am I tripping? Did y'all see that? Did that have a white face, or am I actually tripping? Like, y'all see... No, I have to be tripping. Hang on a minute. Oh no, usually when one of them goes, the rest of them go, and I want to see the face of that level 6 right there, because I think it's a piebald. No, it's not a piebald. Okay, I was tripping. I'm gonna take it anyway, though. What's a white face indicate? Usually, like, I'm so used to the old red deer furs. Usually when red deer are piebald, they have a lot of whiteness in the face. And I thought that that red deer could be piebald because of I thought his face was a lot whiter than it actually is. But I shot him anyway. That was the plan to begin with, but I got worried because he was walking away and he came out into the open, and I don't think he's piebald. Yeah, that's definitely not rare. I was definitely tripping. At least we made a decent shot. In the light, like that lighting, it made him look a lot whiter. Like it was here, and he was in the direct sunlight, so it looked like this right here was a lot whiter. And then he turned to me a little bit, and like turned his head, and this up here looked a lot lighter than what it was. I'd rather take it and be wrong than ignore it and miss out on something cool. So I'm not upset about it. What time is it now? Okay, it's after 10 o'clock, so red deer drink time is just about up. I'm going to take one last little look around here. I think we're reaching the end of this section of the swamp there. Yeah. So we're going to turn back around. We're going to head towards this, that outpost out there. Golly, that's a bit of a ways away. Oh well, I got time. See, that also just goes to show how blind I've kept myself to the new stuff, because I want to be surprised, like, myself. You know what I mean? I don't know what the new red deer rare fur types look like now. I don't know what the remodeled or remastered fur types look like now. Okay, so it's red deer drink at 6 to 10 in the top half of the map, and fallow drink is 6 to 10 at the lower half of the map. I'm trying to keep track of all this because none of the guide apps have updated. There are very little resources out there that list what time outside of, like, the hotspot maps that Lady Legend has released. The faster I can get memorized to these new times, because these times are completely different than what they are on other maps. I like the variety, I like the change, but it's just difficult to keep track of all the numbers. I've been trying to do that, but I saw the new piebalds in my lodge and they look really pretty. Yeah, I've got a bunch of piebald red deer in my lodge as well, and I can't wait to go look at them. I've got a couple diamonds. We're going to go into the lodge here towards the end of stream to take a look at the plaques and do a little bit of customization, look over the new trophies. I actually shot a diamond roe deer too right before patch 8.4 dropped. I think it was maybe if not the day before, then 2 days before, somewhere in there, I shot a diamond roe deer. And the remodels look great. I've already seen what the roe deer look like. I saw a couple this morning while I was looking for the outposts. But I can't wait to see what that diamond roe deer looks like in my lodge. I'm sure it'll have the legacy horns or the legacy antlers from pre-patch, but it'll have like the overall remodel of the body. I can't wait to see it. I'll go ahead and just spoil this too ahead of time. I've been playing for as long as I have, and I've never once taken a great one. I don't have any great ones. I wish I did. 2 to 3. I don't know what a good weight estimate for an American mink is. Otherwise, I would pursue that. But yeah, but I don't have any great ones. I am currently in the middle of a wolf grind as well, and that's been on hold, kind of interrupted for a little while now. I want to get back into that. I was streaming that there for, I think, I was able to do it consistently for a couple hours every day there for about a week. And then I got busy. But I'm about 800 kills into the wolf grind as well. I really wish they wouldn't update the furs in the lodge because I would like to keep my furs from before. Yeah, I agree. I think the combination of legacy trophies and post-patch trophies, I think that would be really, really cool. And it would still add some extra variety to the fur types, the fur variation as well. Because at that point, like, you'll definitely have, like, no two trophies that look the same. And I mean, that makes sense because there's no such, like, there are no two deer in the game. There are no two animals, like, well, I'm not gonna say in the game. There are no two deer or no two animals in real life that have the same genetic fur variation, for example, piebald, that look exactly the same. So I think that would be a creative and interesting element to add to trophy lodges. There's this new hunting sim in development. The developer commented on one of my TikToks at some point a couple weeks ago, but, like, it's the coolest thing. And I think people have been asking for an element like that, similar to that, for a long time in other games, but they're going to have, like, their piebald their piebald fur types in game are going to be automatically generated. So every, like, you could have two piebald red deer, or two piebald white-tailed deer even, for example, and they will never look exactly the same. Never, because the piebalds are also going to be, like, RNG generated. I think that would be super nice. I think that would be an awesome... that'd be an awesome little thing for the devs to add to a game like this. But I understand that in order to implement something like that, they probably have to just uproot the entire game's code as it is to add something like that. I'm entitled to my daydreams, though. I'm entitled to my delusions of grandeur. Where the heck do you... Is there a door in the back? Maybe I just went in the wrong door, or... Okay, no, I'm actually tripping. Yeah, I walked right by it. I walked right by it. So there's that one. So now we have one more towards the center of the map, which is that's gonna be good. I'll go back for these other ones here later at some point. I want to keep looking. And while we're so close to this outlook as well, I'll go ahead and head to that outlook, and it'll point us in the direction of even more outposts. That means even more teleport points across the map that will help us get to our other intermediate outposts later on. I might have to end up changing the time before long. It would be much more realistic and much more easy. Like, it'd be much easier to take a four-wheeler and all of that, but then you're going to be missing out on lots of cool trophies, a lot of good hunting. I hate using the four-wheeler in-game for anything. My little sister walked in the house crying with a crap ton of ketchup on her shoe, and my soul left my body. Holy shit. No, that would scare me too. Oh my god. Jesus. I'm glad she's okay. I hate that she's crying. I hope everything's alright, but thank God it's just ketchup. See, I'm the oldest of 6. I live with 4 of them. The youngest of them's 2. The youngest of them's not even 2. She'll be 2 next year in the summertime. So if any of my siblings came running through the house all of a sudden and all I see is just red all over and they're upset, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'd be freaking out. I hope whatever has upset her is not super duper serious, though, in all honesty. I hate seeing my sisters cry. Gosh, I was seeing a lot of action earlier, like lots of rabbits in the area. I mean, lots of red grouse, goats running by. I'm not seeing a whole lot of anything now, but then again, I'm up in like the peaks of the hills and the mountains. They're probably all on the sides, and I'm too far away from that side to see anything. Oh, she's just mad her shoes dirt. Oh, I see. Okay. Thank goodness it's not serious. Thank gosh. That's an odd estimate for a mountain hare. 4 to 6 pounds. Oh, I'd much rather she be upset that her shoe is dirty than her be upset because something's actually wrong. It's a 5 medium. I can try to take a shot on a fox. I've missed every shot I've taken on a fox so far, so... Finally, okay. And then, where was that one roe deer? Did she get up and go? Oh, there's a male. Oh, just a level 1. Gosh. But then again, I haven't taken a roe deer since the patch. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, that felt really good. That felt nice. I didn't know there was a rabbit down there. So now we have 2 trophies. Didn't miss that one. Oh, yeah, for sure. It's because I actually took my time. I got on and I immediately started, like, rushing my shots. I got too excited, too antsy. I've been wanting to play this map all day. I worked from, like, 9 to 4, and then I had to come home and freaking salt my driveway. So I've been very busy. I've not had much a chance at all to play. And so I immediately got on, and I immediately started streaming after everything was done, and just started missing everything because I couldn't take my time. I was pissed. There we go. All right. 8.64, 10.03 is gold. We kind of spined her, but it's okay. I'm not complaining. It stopped her in her tracks. I mean, that's not bad. I like seeing a lot of high-scoring females. I think it's cool. They don't make diamond like the gray foxes do, but it's still neat. Y'all getting snow? Oh, yeah. It snowed a couple days ago, about 2 or 3 inches. I was outside the other day, rather, right before work, scraping my driveway for 2.5 hours. And then it finally started melting, and everything was good. And then I hear that it's going to snow the rest of the week, and I mean, if I can't make it out of my driveway, I can't work. Straight up. If I can't make it out of the driveway, I can't work. Let's see. Oh, dude, look at his antlers. Oh, that is so cool. Little mix matched, is what we say down here. Mix matched. They look so much better. Man, I feel like with every remaster, every remodel, they just get better and better and better. I think I have a screen cap somewhere of my other roe deer. Hang on a second. I'm gonna compare really quick. I know I have a picture of it. I posted it in Piebald Hunter's server, so I still have it, I'm pretty sure. Yep, here it is. I got it. That's the old roe deer model. Well, I say old, but it was just a couple days ago. That's the one from before. And this is what they look like now. Such a humongous difference. Night and day difference. So it's so much more true to life. I don't know. I'm very easily impressed, but I'm also just impressed overall with how far the devs have came in terms of like development and design. Very, very pleased. $110 to $137. I think. Oh, there's a pine marten. If I'm not mistaken, max weight for Sika deer is way past 130s, right? It's 137 to something. The effort Expansive puts in the world. Wow, I can't read. The effort Expansive puts into models is yes, absolutely, it's insane. It's crazy to think about how far they've come in terms of design and development. $54 to $65. Yeah, those are little. What happened to that marten I was tracking? But absolutely, yeah. Like, it's crazy to think about how far they've came since the very beginning of the game's development. I'm sure it's on the agenda at some point because so many people keep asking about it, and they keep putting more effort into remodeling pre-existing models as it is. Africa needs some help. Africa's gonna need some help. I would love for them to remodel the lions, remodel the Gemsbok, and kind of rework their scoring system. I would love for them to go in and give the scrub hare and the jackals a lot more love. I feel like I know a lot of folks have been asking about that for a while, but I feel like it would be such a well-needed breath of fresh air. It would really revitalize the map. The map is great, but the animals need a lot of the love that, like, the roe deer, the red deer, the wolves even have been receiving. Okay, so we're right up on a pine marten. I know it's a female, but we're gonna try to track it down and shoot it. I've loved hunting the martens. The coyote, yes, that's another good example. The coyote also needs some love. I also think, too, I thought it was strange that when they remodeled the gray wolves, they didn't also remodel the Iberian wolves. Because, like, you can go and shoot a high-quality model gray wolf on, like, Yukon, Medved, ASCII, whatever, but then you go over to Quattro and you shoot a rare, like a winter Iberian wolf, and they look like they're made of Play-Doh. I mean, I didn't feel that way before, but now that I know what they're capable of, the Iberians they need some help. Whitetail are super unrealistic. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. And I also think, and I know, again, it would probably be asking a lot, and they'd have to probably uproot a lot of stuff to do it, but I think it's kind of crazy, because I know whitetail are smaller than blacktail, realistically. Blacktail are a bigger species of deer in comparison, but I do think that whitetail's scoring system needs to be changed from level 1 to 3 to level 1 to 5 like the rest of the deer species. I think that would be fair. And I also think that in the long run, it would help a lot of grinders to discern what animal, like what deer are shooters in their grind and what deer are not. I think it would be a net positive to change their difficulty ratings. But they do need a visual rework as well. I agree. Now, where in the world is that slippery little marten? Or mink, whichever one. I think it was a marten. I might have spoofed her already. Well, it just growled at me. Where did it go? Was it over here? A diamond needs to be a big 10 point. A diamond score should be 140 to 160. Yeah. I agree. Absolutely. I think it would help a lot in the long run. And especially in grinding. These quality of life changes would be, like I said, just a net positive. I can't believe I hit that. Oh, that's a grouse. That sounded like a black grouse. Well, no, that sounded like a capercaillie. No, that had to have been a grouse, because that sounded like a dusky grouse. Yes, yes, I know you're there. I don't want you. Goodbye. Thank you, next. Okay, now where did my weasel go? There it is. Alright. Yeah, just a one trivial. Not a big deal. I just wanted an excuse to shoot a marten. These things are so freaking cool looking. They look like little cat weasels. Almost like ferrets, but not quite ferret-like enough for me to equate it all the way. They look more cat weaselly to me, especially with all the big whiskers. I love these little guys. They're so cool. Ooh, there's another one. Okay, so he's over the hill there, but I think I want to pursue that. I think I want to go get him. I'll crouch down the next time he warning calls me. That way I have a good, like, I'll have a good estimate of the distance he is from me. Well, never mind. I guess I walk faster than I thought. Let me see if I can't chase him out in the open. If we get another small game map, it should be Iceland. Iceland has... Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome. You know, a bird I would have loved to see come to Canada, come to ASCII. I would have loved to see the puffin. I think the puffin would have been a super cool, a super interesting addition. I don't know if very many people have asked for that, but... Oh my god, just hit the weasel. There we go, thank you. There's a bird. It is a black grouse. Okay. I don't think I can hit that. Judging based on how I went after that marten, no, I don't think I can hit that at all. I'm not going to try. It'd be different if I just caught him on the fly, just minding his own business. Okay, where's my weasel? I've lost my weasel again. Is that him? Yeah, that's him over here. Iceland would be a really cool map. I would have liked Iceland or Greenland 1. 175? Okay, so he's barely a gold. Not a very big one. But he's level 3. It's okay. I'm still very on board with the idea as well of having another Asian map. Like, China would be cool. Japan would be cool. I know we have Nepal, but... I don't know. I don't know. I just think another Asian map would be really cool. A lot of people have also asked about getting a map in the Everglades in Florida. I don't know if they'd ever do that, but I think that would be cool too. Imagine them adding monkeys to the game, like a species of ape or primate. I think that'd be interesting. I know a lot of people hunt, I've seen a lot of people hunt baboons. Well, I guess they're not baboons. It's some kind of variant of primate or chimp. But I know a lot of people do that as well. Okay, before I pick this up, can I... Okay, so I would have to get up on the railing to see over it. Dadgummit, get up here. Okay. There's a roe deer. A level 4 fox. There's something right there, if that's not a rock. Oh, okay. Well, that's a nice size marten. Let me look around here. It might be easier just to take my binoculars. Indonesia will be cool. It has, yep, the roosted deer and banteng, all kinds of stuff. I feel like Indonesia would be a real good, like, an all-arounder map, if that makes sense. Like, there's so many different species already in-game that you could add in as a returning species, but it also leaves so much room for a lot more new, interesting species as well. Okay, I don't know if I can hit that, but I'll... Oh, I was close. Just hit it. Oh, I knew better. I knew better. I should have got closer. I love long shots on small targets. It's very fun. That is if I can hit them. Okay, so... Oh, wow. Okay, so these outposts are a lot farther south. I mean, we might as well. We're already right here. We have outposts close enough to this area right here. I think I'm going to go for this one just to get closer to the right side of the map. First, I want to see how far that pine marten went. We have his zone. We can come back to it at any time, really. But I still want to see. Let me see. He was right out here where this tree was, and he could have went in any direction. I didn't quite see which direction he went in. But surely he shouldn't have gotten very far, right? They kind of operate like the rabbits. No, I'd say more like the foxes do. They run for a little bit, and then they immediately start trotting. Then they kind of stop in their tracks. Okay. I think we have another shot at this. This time we're going to get a little closer. I don't think that was the same marten. If I can just get right in at my 0 at 164 yards, then I'll be good. There should be a map. Yes, absolutely. I swear on my life, I have been advocating for a map based in West Virginia for like forever. I think it would be so freaking cool. And like for the reserve, like the reserve warden, I don't know who they would pick for a reserve warden, but it would be so cool. And they could take the Scotland route with it because there's so much Appalachian folklore. Especially around my neck of the woods. So that would be super interesting. They could have a whole storyline about the Mothman or something. Yeah, that'll be fun, that distance right there. I should be able to just pop him. Oh, no way I shot over him. There we go, we got him. But yes, I would love another... Like, I would love a map just based around or in the Appalachian Mountains. That would be amazing. That'd be. I did a series on West Virginian wildlife that are already in Call of the Wild, and I mean, it would be so. Even if they make it a small map, kind of like Salsweezen, like that would be super interesting, and you could flood the mountains with things like black bear and white-tailed deer. We have Canada geese here. Canada geese fly overhead all the time. They could put in gadwall. They could bring back bobwhite quail. All kinds of stuff. Let's see. Oh, he scored at the top of his estimate. His maximum was 190. And we barely hit him. We shot him right in the foot. That is the cutest little pose. 208's diamond. That's not a bad score. Not at all. I want a good screenshot because that's cute. I like that. There we go. Man, these things are so freaking cool looking. I love what they've done with these things. I think Kentucky would be pretty decent too. I fear that if they did, however, I think the overlying issue, if they did do a map in the Appalachian regions, even if it was a smaller map or a micro map like Salsweezen was, it would probably overlap too close to Layton Lakes. So I think they base a lot of the scenery in Layton Lakes around Appalachia, the region of Appalachia overall. But I don't know. I think I would love to see a West Virginian map. I love West Virginia, even though I've only been there for 20 minutes. I've heard the cost of living is really good. Plus, I think the mountains there look really. Yeah, I'm born and raised West Virginian. I've lived here all of my life. All of my life. I only, within the last couple of years, just moved out of my hometown. The cost of living, I'll be honest with you, in my hometown, there are renters out there that want to cost you like $1,200 to $1,400 a month to live in like a 2-bed, 2-bath house, and that's just rent. We rented to own in my hometown for quite some time. I think 6 years or so at one point, and we were paying $1,200, and it was like a it's not really a split level, but it was kind of a split level. And it had technically it was a 3-bed at the top, on the top level, and they were very small bedrooms, and then one more bedroom on the bottom, and it had 2 bathrooms, and it was still $1,200 just to rent to own. So it really just depends on which city which town you live in. Really, the more rural areas like Mullins, Pineville, places like that. They're a lot. I would argue they're a lot cheaper to live in, but also the neighborhoods are really run down. A lot of the cities, a lot of the towns are really poor. There's not a whole lot of job opportunities out here. Don't get me wrong. I love West Virginia. It's a beautiful place to live. The scenery is unmatched. I personally think like there's no other place in the United States that rivals the natural beauty of West Virginia, and I will die on that hill, unfortunately. But West Virginia has struggled for a very long time. I've seen 50 acres of land for $80,000, which would be over $100,000. Yeah, I will say land is very cheap. Land is cheaper here than it is in other places. That is true. Land is a lot cheaper here. But if you want to put something on that land, though, I mean, the folks here, I hate to say it, they'll upcharge the shit out of it just to get what you need put on it. If you want to build a house on it, or even put so much to put a trailer on it. It's hard. It's expensive. There's a capercaillie. I'll go ahead and oh my god, it's right there. Did I hit it? I can't tell if I hit that or not. Well, I guess that proves my point. I guess I hit it. Oh, sorry y'all. If y'all will give me just 1 second, I'm getting an important call, and I will be right back, and we'll get right back into hunting. Give me just one moment. Alrighty, guys. I am so sorry about that. I got that out of the way. We still got this capercaillie to pick up. Bright. I can't remember the plumage types for the capercaillies. I know the darker and the grayer fur types for the capercaillies. At least the males are common. So let me check on that as well, because I don't want to be wrong. Yeah, Bright's common for females. This is a female-only variant, so that's fine. Okay, let's keep trekking towards this outpost. Where I live, they want to sell a 2-bed, 1-bath house for $300,000. That is insane. That is crazy. No, West Virginia is cheaper, not like by several margins. I'll say that. Land's cheaper. Housing is cheaper. I know where I live now. We own this house, but it was $250,000 for the place I'm at now. But I mean, we had to build bedrooms. There were rooms big enough that we could build bedrooms. I live with a lot of people. I live with a lot of my siblings. But right now, as it stands, there's 1, 2, 3. I have to count in my head. There's 6 bedrooms in this house now that we've built them, and there's technically 3 bathrooms. So 6 bed, 3 bath for $250,000, and it's an older house. It's a fixer-upper for sure. It was built in the 70s and was owned by one family for several years. When we bought it, it was a product of its time. It's been a fixer-upper, but I've enjoyed living here. I don't have to worry about nothing really. I feel bad for the folks that live in states like California, New York, Texas. I can't imagine what the housing's like out there. I certainly don't envy them. Although I bet the hunting in places like Texas is a lot of fun. Okay, where's this pine marten at? I know he's hollering at me. And the grass here is going to be a bit tricky because I know he's going to be close to me. Maybe I can spook him out in the open? Is that him? No, that's a rock. Oh, he's over here. 206? Okay. Nailed him. God, I hope that wasn't a headshot. I'd be kind of disappointed. My house could get sold by... Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I'll say that as well, yeah. For the price you pay where you live, probably, yeah. You could probably buy enough land to put whatever house and have as much land as you wanted to with it. At least out here. Let me see. 197? Okay, we shot him in the ass, not the face. Or the back of the head, rather, executioner style. 197's a much better score. I've not killed a marten yet over 200. But I can't wait for that day to come. And I think from what I've noticed, even by watching Flinter, a lot of the content that I've seen, a lot of martens just out in the open, a lot of male martens are level 4. They score pretty big. I don't know if they score any closer to the top of their estimates, though, depending, but I guess that's yet to be seen. There's another marten out there. It's just a female. Does she have a male counterpart with her? Hello, anyone out there? I'll get a little closer just to be sure. I think we're close enough for them to, like, spawn in if they are, but they're so tiny. Yeah, I think it's just her. From 230? How far exactly? How far exactly? Does she come up? 254? Okay, well then... There we go. Alright. That's a much better long shot on a target as small as a marten. There's a roe deer somewhere. 71? That's not a bad score for a roe deer. We also scared one off, but that's what I wanted to look at. The one that was running off. I don't know what direction he went in. There's another roe deer. I don't know if she's by herself. That's a pheasant out there. God, there's lots of stuff out here. Oh, that's a capercaillie, not a pheasant. And there's even more roe deer. Oh my god. Okay, cool. 7 to 9 pounds. No, that's not max. I think the weight we want is somewhere like 9 to 11 or something like that. Well, shucks. What else could be out here? Those are burrows for badgers. Are they too far away for me to... Yeah, way too far out. I think I want to check that out here in just a second. Okay. Now, where was that roe deer at? Yeah, max is 71. I know that's at least a gold. Or at least I hope so. 64 is gold for roe deer, right? So he does have a chance to be silver, but that's a chance I'm willing to take. Oh yeah, he ain't going nowhere, buddy. Wait, I just shot a marten over there. There were two? Hello? Okay. That's fine. I'm telling you now, there are certain places that in West Virginia that I could never live. Like, I couldn't live... I hated living in Beckley. I could never live in Charleston, Huntington. Definitely not Fairmont, especially right off the campus. I like Ravenswood. I've got family that live up in Ravenswood, and I like their little neck of the woods. I like their area. It's real quiet. Everyone knows each other kind of thing. Okay, there's a couple capercaillie out here. But do they have a male with them? I don't think they do. That's okay. Any other martens that want to sleep in the wide open area here? I've heard Charleston is a nightmare. Yes. Absolutely. Not only is it expensive, it's expensive as hell to live in Charleston, but I'm sorry, I hate to say it. I really do. Like, if I ever move to Charleston, the first thing that's going to happen to me is I'm going to get robbed. Point blank period. I'm going to get robbed. And nobody in Charleston can drive. Driving in Charleston sometimes feels like driving in freaking DC. Like, it's a nightmare, and it's miserable. There's a lot of good locally owned businesses and restaurants up there. It's definitely worth visiting for the experience. That I will say with confidence. But living there, I can't recommend Charleston to anybody as a place to live. Morgantown is another one, a big old college city. I also can't recommend Charleston to anybody, or not Charleston. I can't recommend Morgantown in good faith either. Just not. That's not a good place for anybody to live. Again, there's a lot of good locally owned places. It's a lot of good culture in places like Huntington and Morgantown, but I would not live there. You couldn't pay me enough. Okay, are there any badgers out? I have that set on some... I have it set on some burrows there, but I don't think so. Wait, where's the... Did we pass the roe deer? Where's the roe deer? Oh, he's laying over here. If I moved to West Virginia, I would like to live in some small, quiet valley town. Then yeah, you definitely want to, like, places like Mullins, places like Pineville. There are, like, really quiet places to live that are, like old coal town kind of thing, like Alpoca. I don't think Alpoca is worth it. There ain't nothing down there, and you're probably at least an hour away from any, like, Walmart, Kroger's, anything. Small little gold roe deer. He's not bad looking. I work with folks that live in Mullins and drive all the way to my town to work, and it takes them at least 45 minutes, and that's if the traffic is any good. Sika deer. This is probably the first Sika deer that I've seen on here, if I can find it. I'd like to see where the badgers are first, though, because I know there's some dens down here. Threat nearby. Oh, hi, murder chicken. This is awkward. I hope it was worth it. Oh, he was a gold. 410? 4.64. I have 2 diamonds of these. I don't think I need another one. It'd be cool, though. Okay, where are the badger dens? Because they were out here. I had them pinged, and now I can't find them. Oh, all the way out there. Cool. Oh, no, that's a Sika deer. I thought that was the... Shoot, I can't see. It kind of sucks that the burrows, when you inspect them, they don't pop up on the map anymore. I know they did when the European hare was added, but I don't know why they changed that. God, I can't remember where I'm going. Yeah, there we go. That's the direction I want to be moving in. Overall, I don't think West Virginia is a bad place to live. A lot of people will say that the state sucks and there's nothing here, yada yada yada. I know I said before there's not a lot of job opportunities, and while that is true, there's not a whole lot of job opportunities. The people here are some of the nicest people you'll ever meet, and they're like West Virginia has such a rich history and rich culture. I don't know. I like my home state. I try to, at least. You could walk into town and you could meet some of the meanest looking rednecks you'll ever see in your life. But they would give you the shirt off their back if it meant they could help you in some way. I'll be honest as well. Healthcare here is not the greatest either. Healthcare here can be a bit of a nightmare as well. If you want good healthcare, you'll have to travel far out of town, depending. Appalachia as a whole is all yes, absolutely. Like, just outside of the natural beauty of Appalachia, just the rich history and the rich culture of the area itself. Like, with Native American history and folklore, and even just, like, silly stuff like cryptids and, like, myths and legends, like Wendigos and stuff like that. It's, I don't know. The state has lots of cool, like, mythology and history to offer, on top of its natural beauty. I've heard about a hospital in Charleston that just has terrible service. If you're talking about CAMC, you'd be correct. You'd be correct. I see a doctor in the family medicine center occasionally up in Charleston at CAMC, And he and I are, like, he's great. He and his team are great. But overall, that hospital has failed a lot of people. But I'm telling you now, if you really want to have a bad experience, a bad medical experience, you come to Beckley and you go to Raleigh General or you go to Appalachian Regional. Them motherfuckers will kill you in a heartbeat. They won't hesitate. They will not hesitate. My brother had freaking, I think he was like 11 or 12 at the time. He had freaking bacterial meningitis. And them folks at Raleigh General told him to go home and just sleep it off. Here's some silly probiotic. Go home, sleep it off, drink lots of fluids, and you'll be fine. And he ended up having to go out to Charleston, and they gave him a freaking spinal tap and everything. And he was out of commission for like a week. And that could have killed him. If it had been... No, it wasn't bacterial meningitis. It was viral meningitis, I'm pretty sure. It was one of them. It was one of the meningitis things. But if they hadn't sent him to Charleston and got him treated then and there, like, it could have gotten a lot worse. He could have died. And they just wanted him to go home and rest it away. And if they had listened to if they had listened to that medical advice, he wouldn't be here. And they do that with all kinds of different stuff. All kinds of different conditions. It's just lazy. I'm sorry, it is. It's just lazy. And people's lives are at risk, you know? I can't say that Charleston's a whole lot better. Like, a whole lot better, but Charleston beats Beckley's hospitals. It just does. And it's so crazy that this is true, because we have one of the best, like, nursing and doctoring programs. Like, I've heard it's at least top 3 across the nation. If not top 3, then definitely top 5. It's out in Morgantown at WVU. And people fly from across the world. We get so many different, like, doctors and so many different students from so many differing nationalities that come here to study medicine because our program is that good, and then our healthcare is like this. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, I think our next stop, I think just to save me some time, we're going to teleport back to the middle here. We're going to head towards this Outlook. The staff are garbage, yes. They cut corners, and they're snarky, and they're impatient, and it's even worse with our elderly. There's a lot of elder abuse that happens at the hands of the state, in terms of hospitals and such, and it's even worse in the nursing homes. And it sucks. It's awful. Funding is definitely not an issue. Schooling is definitely not an issue. It's absolutely like an attitude problem. But I've also... It's pretty commonplace. I've seen it a couple different places, especially on, like, Twitter and such, that, like, all the high school bullies, all the mean girls, etc., they eventually move on to become nurses. And that's a pretty common thing, a common stereotype to see. I mean, it tracks. If you're willing to be mean to somebody, then you go out and be a nurse, and you can be mean to all kinds of people, I guess. It's just in your nature. That's that point. I got lucky. I feel like I struck gold legitimately with the doctor that I see, because he's amazing. He's awesome. I wouldn't trade him for anything. Little chestnut female mink instead of a marten. These things are just so cool. I can't believe mustelids are in the game. That's just awesome. I never would have imagined. There's a female roe deer. Actually, we haven't really checked out any ducks lately. I've seen lots of big flocks. I've seen more big flocks than I've seen little flocks of widgeon on this map, and that's exactly what I like to see. Oh, goats are drinking. 174. That's not a great estimate for a level 4. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. I'm going to move in a little closer, because I think there's another... Yeah, there's another goat out there. I'm sure there's a bigger group of them, but... Okay, that's just a female. Yeah, no, this grouping of goats here, definitely not my favorite. There's one, like, sucky... One sucky level 4. That one in the back, do they have a black variant? Because that one looks really dark, but also so does this one. Yeah, I think they just have a black variant. I'm not going to bother with it. I'm not going to overthink it. There's a female Sika deer. Well, there's a group of them. Do they have a male with them? I don't think they do. If they do, I've yet to see him. Sika deer are not normally... Yes, they are. I had this trouble on Te Aroa. I thought one was rare and it wasn't. I just set up the last zone for red deer. Now I gotta start. Sick. I'm excited for you to get started. I hope your grind doesn't last super long. Hopefully he pops up before, like, what, 2,500 kills? I got a comment earlier today on one of my TikToks. Somebody's brother was grinding red deer. He didn't tell me which map, but he was grinding red deer for the longest time, and he still hasn't seen... he still hasn't seen a great one. He's over 1,000 kills in. I've heard some, like, 1k, 2k kills is average for a grind for a red deer to pop up. Or not even just a red deer, just a great one in general to pop up. But it's so crazy how that happens. Somebody in Piebald Hunter server spawned the great one wild boar in, like, 20 kills. And then he shot it, and his game crashed. And so he lost the great one wild boar, but he caught it in less than 20 kills. And then other people spend all this time, thousands of kills, like days worth, several days worth of hours, grinding out kills for their grind and still can't find one. It's just insane. Okay, there's a female black grouse, but does she have any males with her? Oh, hi. 73? That's not a bad estimate. That's a gold, right? It has to be. There we go. Bad shot the first time, but definitely made up for it. I love the Frost, dude. The Frost 257's nuts. I miss the Quist Reaper. I miss the quick, like, rapid follow-up shots and whatnot, but the accuracy just falls off on the Quist Reaper, and it falls off quick. With the Frost, I mean, it's a little slower to rechamber, a little slower to reload, but man, is it just awesome. The Frost is my favorite gun. Absolutely, deservedly. The Frost 257 is disgusting. I think if I had to pick a favorite gun in Call of the Wild in its entirety, I mean, I guess it's cliche, but I used it for, like, forever when it came out. I refused... I'd buy the DLCs, but I would never use any of the guns until, like, way later, because I love the guns so much. I think it would have to be the M1. If it's not the M1, it's definitely now the Johansson 450, for sure. Oh yeah, that's a gold. 67. His minimum was 61, so he's in, like, the perfect middle between his minimum and his maximum, so... Dang, 317 yards closer than I thought, but even still, it doesn't matter. The Frost is dead freaking on. I've shot raccoon dog with the frost from like 350, 360 yards, and it's just perfect. I'll BRB, my friends call. Yeah, take your time, buddy. No worries. I got called just like 10 minutes ago. You're fine. I've been at this now for almost 2 hours. I hope I've covered a lot of ground. I don't know if I've done a whole lot of hunting to make up for 2 hours of streaming, but I definitely have walked around looking at outposts and stuff, so I hope I've been covering enough ground to get me through, at least until I can stream more Scotland next. I still have to, like, record and make content about Scotland now that it's out, and the faster I get to that, the better, but we'll see. Nothing out here now, just fox running around. All the goats are drinking. We could take a look at this lake right here and see what's drinking at this lake while we're passing it. I don't think it would hurt us any. I wonder what time Sika deer drinks, especially since it's like later in the evening. Now these are goat tracks. No, these are Sika deer tracks. Okay, so then they're probably in the area. I don't think there's any males. I'm seeing a lot of female tracks, but if they're going to be anywhere at this point in the evening, I would assume they'd be drinking by now. It's 1500 hours. I don't know what their drink time is. I've got approximations for other species, like there's red deer and feral goat. Feral goat on this map drink from 12 to 15. Red deer drink from 6 to 10. Fallow are 6 to 10. I know minks are nocturnal, so they'll be feeding and out in the water late at night, and you'll need the night vision stuff. I don't have any Sika deer drink zones. I have their rest zones and whatnot. I know the badgers are out and about at 6 to 10. The pine martens are out, I think, at 6 to 10. I gotta get to work on memorizing all of this stuff, at least until, like, that will get me by until all of the, like, the hotspot maps and such are out. That or all the apps, the Call of the Wild guide apps on the phones and everything update, or the resource sheets for Scotland are out. Oh, there's lots of Sika deer out there. Sorry, ladies. Excuse me. Coming through. That one right there is really pretty. I've always thought the Sika deer were pretty. There's that fox we spotted earlier, but I'm too close to the bank over here. I'm gonna see what's drinking over here, and hopefully it's not something silly. It's 15, so I mean the goats are finishing up if they're here. Oh, it's roe deer. Roe deer drink. Okay, that's also important to note. There's one. Oh, there's a bunch of them out here. 82, that's a nice one. 74, that's meh. Let me see. 65, that's not good. Couple females. Oh, hey, 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 rare, rare, rare. I'm about to lose my mind. Okay. And that's another big one, max of 80. That's a gold at least. But that's a rare roe deer for sure. I know that's right. Max of 78 on that roe deer. Max of 81. There's lots of big roe deer on this lake. I'm gonna have to come back at some point. But yeah, no, I can't believe I found that. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's my first roe deer. Or first roe deer, gosh. I mean, I think that's my first rare of Scotland. I don't know if that's leucism. I know they can be leucistic now. But it might be albino. I'm not 110% positive just yet. I don't know. What do their piebalds look like now? Are they mostly white? I mean, we're gonna go find out. No, that's piebald. I saw his face. He's got brown patches on his face. That's a piebald roe deer. So it's not a super rare fur type, I don't think. Because I know they can be albino. I think they can be melanistic. I'm going to run and check just really quick. Yeah, they can be albino and melanistic. They're very rare. Piebald is not a very, very rare fur type. It's just a rare. But the fact I found it at all is insane. That's one trophy I think that I don't have is a rare roe deer. I can't believe I found that. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't remember what button it was to turn off the... Was it... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh yeah, that's definitely piebald. I thought it was maybe albino or leucistic. That's awesome, dude. Oh my gosh. And of course the foliage is in the way. That's disappointing. Get up. I can't crush this, like, foliage to get a good picture. I think this will be okay for now. And I'll be posting the screenshot, like, that I just took, and I'll be posting the full harvest screen for this over on my Insta Lodge. So if you want to check that out as well, I've got lots of other cool trophies posted there. The link will be in the description of this live after it's posted, but it's in the description of all my other videos that I've posted. Anyways, 67.14, and he's a gold. And he's a gold. Oh, man. That is awesome. That is sick. Oh, wow. Holy cow, they look amazing. Yes, sir. Welcome back. You just missed it, man. I thought he could have been leucistic or albino, and then he turned his head right before I shot him, and I saw the brown on his face. It's not the rarest fur type in the world, but a rare is a rare. That is awesome. And, I mean, with the remodel, they look so freaking cool, dude. They look amazing. Oh, my gosh. That's so freaking cool, dude. Oh, wow. Man, that's luck. That's just luck. I didn't at all expect to find a rare that fast. What the heck is going on here? Gosh, just no time to rest. I find a rare roe deer, and now there's capercaillie all around my feet. Not capercaillie, grouse. Oh my gosh, I can't read. Alright. Let me see. 117, that's not a very big one. Oh, just missed it. I'm not zeroed correctly, it's okay. Wow, there's lots of y'all out here. What in the world? 110, that's also a smaller one. I wanted max of 117, but that's okay. That one looks funny. No, that one's a brown. Alright, let's keep heading towards our objective. I can't remember where we're supposed to be now. Oh, that's right, we're heading over here. Man, that was so freaking cool. I can't believe I found that so fast. I thought it would take me forever to find a rare on this map. Now the next question, can I actually find a rare of one of the new species? Roe deer have new trophy mounts, don't they? Multi-mounts? Did they get a new multi-mount, or have they always had a multi-mount? I can't remember. Good God. If I hadn't have gotten interrupted on stream yesterday, I could have found that roe deer on stream yesterday. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I could have found a rare on launch day. Just like I found a diamond beaver on launch day for ASCII. Oh, I didn't even see them sitting out here. Hello, little babies. Y'all will have to remind me to go back and clip that. I should have started recording when I found it, and I didn't. I freaked out too fast and just totally forgot to do it. What interrupted me yesterday? Just some important stuff. Like personal stuff. Like, I sat down, it was early, I planned to be on, like, all freaking day. I think I made it barely an hour, and I got interrupted, and I ended up having to do all kinds of crazy stuff. And then, like, from then on, I stopped at, like, 2 o'clock. And then, right after that, I got called into work. And then I worked from 3 or 3:30 to about 9:30 that night. And I also want to say I had been up since 10 p.m. the day before that, and then all of that happened. I'm getting my money back. Nice! Good shit. Absolutely get your money back. I'm glad there was a way for you to be reimbursed for that, because that's garbage. I hate that happened to you, buddy. Let's see. That's a 2-pound black grouse. Hello. In this I think that's worth pursuing, right? I can't remember. Wait a second. No, hold on. Am I thinking of the capercaillie again? I'm scared. Yeah, max weight is 2.75 pounds. Yeah, I don't have a diamond black grouse yet. Let's go find this. The outpost can wait. Let's go see what this is about. Let's go see what he's about. It's very old, so we might be tracking him for a minute. Whatever it is, I want it. Why did that pine marten yelp at me like a fox? God, I hope this is something good. Even if it's just a big level 2. As long as it has a chance. What is that? Oh, that's another fox. Lots of female foxes. I've not seen very many males on this map at all. Is that... Oh, I think that's him. 127 and 128, though? Isn't Diamond for Black Grouse... Diamond's 120. That's too... Like, hello? Come on, I need to hit this. Okay, well, I didn't hit that. Maybe I can... Okay, I hit that one. So I got one of them. Where'd the other one go? Is that him flying away right there? It is. I need to see where he's gonna land. Because 120 is diamond for a black grouse. Shit. I done lost him. I'm an idiot. I know he's around here somewhere. I'll just follow in his directions here in a second. Is that him right there? Yeah, that's him right there. Okay, there he goes. Right? Is he gonna... Okay. Yeah, he's right in there somewhere, about 400 yards out. We'll go in that direction in a second. But for right now, I want to see what this is. Come on, please. Crossing my fingers. I don't have one yet. You're joking, right? You're kidding. You're kidding. Okay. Okay, game. Okay. Cool. Cool. Torn a sheen, more like torn a shit. Anyway. I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. We have the opportunity to make up for it. That's 117. I'm good, thanks. We've got the opportunity to make up for it. There's another one that has a very nice estimate. Is that him right there, actually? No, that's a pine marten. Oh, there's a Sika right there. Not a bad looking one, but not what I'm about right now. Yeah, I know. Isn't that a shame? Isn't that a shame? His max was 127, was it? Or is this other one a max of 127? I know they both have estimates over 120. Well, one had estimate. There's one... Okay, he has the bigger estimate, so he actually has a better chance to make it. And there's also a pine marten down here. It won't even let me ping it. Well, I mean, I'm still gonna go ahead real quick and just pop that while he's just gonna sit there and give it to me. Will it let me ping that marten now, or am I too late? Yeah, I think I'm too late. I think he's gone. Either way, we got the bigger one. Oh, is that it? Really? Be so for real. That's what I couldn't ping. Level 1 female. So hopefully we're going to have better luck with this one. I'm crossing my fingers. Come on, give me something. Anything. You're kidding! You're joking! Oh my god. No shot, dude. No shot. There's more flying over my head. Hang on. No, that's one... no! Stop! Well, I'm 0 for 2. Those estimates were ginormous. I mean, hell, max weight for a black grouse is 2.75 pounds, and they both were over, like, 2.6 pounds apiece. That other one was almost 2.7. Oh, man, you're freaking kidding. Okay, well, whatever. Whatever. I don't need one that bad. Whatever. It's not even that big of a deal. God. I can't believe that happened. Is that just like the common experience for people that hunt grouse often? Does that happen all the time? Like wow, there's so many male grouse here. Why is the entire map's population of grouse in this one freaking area? Whatever, whatever, whatever. I'm just mad. There's some ducks. Maybe our luck will turn. Not from what I'm seeing. 876, that's meh. That's meh. Never mind, I just had to say something and jinx it. I'm going to post those screenshots in the Steam store page of the map and leave a bad review. That's exactly what I'm going to do. No, I'm kidding. I would never do that. This game is awesome. Man, if there were anything else left in this area, I think it's already gone, unless it's a pine marten out there. Yeah, no, that's a rock, and I can't see. With these estimates on these black grouse, surely there's a big grouse somewhere out here that we just haven't found yet. Surely. With estimates like that, they've got it. They're huge. I mean, that was huge. They've got to be out here. I just haven't found them yet. It was like that on ASCII, too, for a long time. Like, when I first started playing ASCII, I kept finding lots of big, like, dusky grouse everywhere. But still, I don't have a diamond dusky grouse either. There should be loons. Oh, yes. That would be freaking awesome. That's one species that I don't think I've ever seen in a hunting game, or loons. I've never played a hunting sim or seen a hunting sim where you can hunt loons. That would definitely be something interesting and refreshing to bring to the table. I'm in critical position of something, and I don't know of what. What is within 90 yards of me right now that I can't see? That explains why I can't see it. Okay, let me see. There we go. My first diamond was a black grouse. Lucky son of a bitch. I can remember my very first diamond ever in Call of the Wild, and it was back when I played console. I started out as a PlayStation 4 player, and oh, that's so tempting. It was back when I was a PlayStation 4 player. I didn't have any DLCs, so I was playing on my cousin's map, his Africa map. And he says, "Hey Z, come over here." And so I teleport to him, and I crouch down, and I walk to him, and he found a level 3 freaking scrub hare. And I had just started playing, right? So I didn't have anything cool. I didn't know how to play the game, really. I didn't know what to look for. I didn't understand the importance of the diamonds and, you know, the golds and whatnot, differentiation between them. And he was like, "Go ahead and take that rabbit right there." And I was like, "Are you sure? Is it important or anything?" He said, "Go ahead and take it." So I shoot this rabbit, and I go and pick it up, and it's a diamond. And I start, like, freaking out, because I was like, "Oh my god, I've never seen one of these before. I've never seen a diamond before. What does this mean? What does this mean?" And of course, there's no great ones in the game at the time. They didn't come out until, I think, a couple years later. God, that's another level 4. And so he said, "That's a diamond. They're the best. They're some of the best animals that you can get in the game. And now you have one." Well, years later, when I become a dedicated player, I learned that the scrub hares, diamond scrub hares, are insanely hard to find. Apparently, like, I've seen everywhere, especially in the Reddit, that scrub hares are, like, notoriously difficult to find. They're notoriously difficult to hunt for. And so I look back on my scrub hare that I got on PlayStation 4. I don't have one for PC. I look back on that, and I was like, does he even know what he gave me? Because I feel like if he did, he'd flip shit. That was my first diamond point blank period ever. I can't remember what my first diamond on PC was though. I'll have to go back through my I'll have to go back through the codex or like the trophy manager and see what my first diamond on PC was. But we can do that later. I do want to go back through and like just hang out a little bit and chill and decorate the lodge a little better here after a while. Man, it was so tempting. I'm gonna shoot this guy in the butt just cuz. He turned. But I mean, it works. We got a fox. Okay, now where's this? Where's this? What did I do with it? I can't. I lose them every time I shoot them. They're so tiny. Something I have wanted to do, like something I truly have planned to do and have never done it. I just haven't done it. I have the means to do it. I want to boot up my PlayStation 4 and I want to do a lodge tour of my PlayStation 4 lodge because it's not been touched in forever. But my god, the game has seen so many updates and the game has seen like so much new stuff. I don't know, it's probably gonna take forever to update. 190.04 light brown pine marten. Not a bad little fella. Not awful. Your 8th respawn is a piebald 9 red. Smoke him! What are you waiting for? That's insane! Holy cow! Are you doing this on Scotland? Are you doing it on the new map? That's nuts, dude. Congrats! That's sick. I only have 2 super rares. I don't have a super rare red deer. I have a super rare mule deer and I have a super rare black bear. A little 7.31. Even right through the butt cheek there, powered through the stomach into the liver. The frost is just stupid. The frost is stupid. I love this little gun. No, dude, that is awesome. I don't know if you're in the Call of the Wild Discord or not, but if you get him and you're able to get a screenshot of him, you should post it in the Call of the Wild Discord. I bet they look amazing since they've been remodeled. Super jealous. Okay, so we actually walked past the next outpost. I do want to go back for that. How did I miss that? I thought maybe I'm crazy. It was like 700 yards that way. How did I not see it? There's a lake here. It's 1600, 1630, somewhere in there. I don't know what could possibly be drinking at this time of day, but we're gonna go look. Looking around for any martens, looking around for any sika deer, looking around for anything. There's a chance he trolls, but he's a big rack. It's always worth the risk, man. I'd still be pleased that I found a piebald 9 at all. That'd be nuts. That would be crazy. Even if he trolls, that's still a super crazy trophy. Okay, there's some foxes. I wonder if they've changed drink time for foxes on this map as well. But given that they've got rest times and feed times around lakes and stuff, it's probably still 17 to 20. Okay, it's still roe deer drink time. Unless they have multiple. Do they have multiple? 14 to 17. They have multiple drink times. Huh. They gave roe deer multiple different drink times, but they wouldn't give them the great one. There was another pine marten. Where'd little bugger go? Oh, there he is. Too far away for me to ping with the binoculars, but... 212? Hello! Okay, well, I mean, we gotta go after that instead of the roe deer. Hello? That's the first diamond potential pine marten I've seen. I don't think he'll make it, but it's still worth a shot. Keep me updated on your red deer. I'm very, very excited to see what he scores. If I'm not mistaken, for pine martens, I think 4 pounds is max weight, isn't it? Yeah, it's a 4-pound track, so... I mean, if it goes well, he could make it. Is it possible to spot him from... No, it's too hilly. The terrain is a little wild. Oh, man. So many goats out here, and none of them have good scores. $74, $70... Hold on a minute. No, that's normal. Okay. Enough distraction. This right here, no, that's not him. Okay, where's our pine marten tracks? I should have been paying attention. Okay, that's him right there, right? Okay. Oh, okay, we scared him off again. I got too close to him. But at least we know where he is. We can catch up to him, right? Yeah, there he is. Okay. Shh. I'm getting antsy again and I'm rushing my shots. Come on, just slow down. Slow down, little buddy. Come on. Get your shit together. Come on. Ah, shit. Well, we've got some chasing to do. We're gonna catch him. I want him. I want him bad. God, I pray, please don't make me have to chase him around the sun. I pray. God, where could he have gone? I hope he doesn't troll me neither, dude. Me freaking neither. That's gonna be a crazy story. With all the different red deer multi-mounts, I think... No? Is there only one red deer multi-mount now? Even then, even if there's only one or two. Like, all the different plaque customizations out now, it's gonna look gorgeous. Good luck, buddy. You got this. I'm crossing my fingers for you. God, he went all the way down through here? Oh, there he is. Okay. It's time to get real. No shot! He dodged me. Oh my god. Be so for real. Finally! Okay, God. Nailed him. Okay, there's no more roe deer. Max of 76. I'm still looking at roe deer. I can't believe I got that piebald. Alright, after all this freaking work, you better have a decent score. 199. He had a max of over 212. Well, a max of over 200. He had a max of 212. Man, just for 199.7. I mean, it's not a bad score, but still. I think that's going to be the average experience of a Martin. Alright, where are we? Where were we? Oh, that's right. We gotta go the complete opposite direction. I hope the shot went well. I'm praying it did. I hope you smoked him. I hope he makes it. That's a female fox, I'm sure, yeah. There she goes. I've seen nothing but female foxes. You got a vital hit? Sick. Good shit. Good shit. Track him down. See what he scores. I'm excited for you. Either way, like, it would be super cool if he was a super rare, right? It'd be super cool if he made diamond. But, like, you got a vital hit on a humongous rare. Like, that's so freaking cool. Somebody commented a photo of their diamond mallard under a video of my diamond mallard, so I guess now we're duck buddies. Yes, he made it. 267. He's 267. That is huge. I don't think I've had a red deer over 260, like 265 at best. I think I have one that's 265 and one that's maybe 260, close to 266, if not just right at 266, somewhere in there. 267 is massive. Congrats, bro. That is awesome. Take a screenshot of that, put it in the Discord server. I'd love to see it. That is incredible. Humongous super rare red deer. That is disgusting. That's actually disgusting. GG's. G freaking G's. Finally a male fox. Where are you at, buddy? Where did you go? Well, hell, now I don't see him. Foxes are moving in now. There he is. Oh, he's only a level 5. Goodbye. Foxes are moving in now, so I assume the drinking time for foxes is still 17 to 20 on this map. I think I'm right about that. I don't have a Discord, but I'm gonna post about it on you. Yes, absolutely. Let me see that shit. That is awesome. That is so freaking cool, dude. Oh my god. I would go crazy. I would go freaking crazy. There's an animal somewhere. It's not my dog. It's moving. Oh, it's that. Bye. There's a male roe. Well, there's another pine marten. I think I'd rather have the pine marten. Hey, no damn way. Okay, buddy. It's just level 3. It's fine. I really just need to invest in a shotgun. I need to put a shotgun in my loadout. I need to make a Scotland-specific loadout. This one's different. I feel like the shotgun would be so much easier. He's your 3rd super rare? That's awesome, buddy. That is incredible. Congrats, dude. You should be thrilled. You should be so excited. I would have such an ego about it. I'd be posting about it like everywhere. There's a Sika deer all the way out there, but he's just level 3. Alright, there we go. Got that outpost out of the way, finally. Took me long enough, I think. Alright. So, I could go down here and get this outpost, or I could move up and get this outlook. But I think what we're going to do now, I've put it off long enough. I think we're going to move into the Rarer's Lodge, first of all. And we're going to put this, roe deer up. I think this is going to be the first trophy that I put up where I go in and customize the mount, like the plaque. Are these what the piebald red deer look like now? Oh my god. They're beautiful. Oh, that's so cool. They look so much more lifelike than what they did. They look so much better. I think what I can do too... Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. We're gonna make him look real pretty. Okay. So now that we have that, how do I... I'm in edit mode now. Okay, platform. Okay. I think I like this. And since he's piebald... Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I think it looks really good with the piebald roe deer. Oh, man. That is awesome. This is officially the first mount that I've customized. Oh, that's awesome. He looks so cool. He's not the biggest roe deer, but at least he's a gold, and he's piebald, and he's so pretty. Okay, okay, okay. Now we have that out of the way. I think I want to save the rest of my lodge customization for... Okay, this is the melanistic. I want to see what the melanistics look like. They do look a lot better. They were pitch black before. I would have liked them to be a little darker because they don't look a whole lot different. Their melanistic doesn't look a whole lot different from like a brown on the body. I would have liked them to be a little darker, but that's okay. The albinos are a little pinker, I think, than they were before. But I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I think it adds to the realism. And I have another piebald one there. That looks sick. Thank you. Thank you very much. And fun fact, actually, about my red deer here. This melanistic female, I killed both of these on Quattro. I killed this melanistic deer January 1st at, I think that's 3 in the morning, almost 3:30 in the morning. And then this albino, like an hour before that. They were in 2 separate herds, but the herds were like 400 yards, maybe 500 yards from each other. So, almost same time on the same day, and their herds were super close together on the river in Quattro. It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen on my maps, on Quattro at least. Let me see. The roe deer did get a remodel. So do I have any other rare roe deer at all in here? These are axis deer. That's a gray wolf. Nothing in here yet. I'm double checking to make sure I don't have any other rare roe deer. I have 2. These are muntjac. That's a musk deer. Yeah, no, I don't think I have any other rare deer. Rare roe deer. Not to my knowledge. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to save the rest of the customization I have for either my Yukon Lodge or my Diamond Lodge. I'm going to do my Diamond Lodge first. Alright. Where do I even begin? I guess I'll do some of my favorite trophies first. Let me see. Some of my favorite trophies. Favorite trophies. I don't think I have favorites in here. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll do this one over here, and I'll give a little story time, too. I did a whole video on this guy. He scored 216.7 over on Aotearoa. I shot this guy with a crossbow. I don't archery hunt at all, not even in-game. So I decided to go out on Aotearoa and look for a sika deer with a crossbow so I could get real close to him. Something I never, ever, ever do. And I end up spooking this guy from, like, I think 30 yards, and he starts to run right by me on the right, and I turn, and I just take a pot shot on him as he's running right by me. Oh, that's right, I forgot you've been watching for a long time. My bad. Yeah, that was the coolest freaking... That's the coolest freaking shot I've ever taken, ever. I don't care. I don't think anything will ever top that. That was awesome. So I think what we'll do... Is it possible to just edit the plaque, or do I have to take him completely off the wall? Okay, yeah, that's okay. Great, cool. I don't have to take him off the wall. I can't use that, but I think that's too big. I think I like this better. Like, I don't want anything super fancy for that. Red is my favorite color, but I think that's just too plain. I don't really care much for a whole lot of the camo selection because it's not a rare. I don't know. Yeah, this is going to take a lot of thought, a lot of planning. A lot more than I thought I would need. Let me see what this looks like. I mean, I like that. That's smaller than I thought it was going to be. I thought it would be too big. I like that. Okay, cool. That's awesome. I think I like that. Okay. And these are my two smallest mule deer, I think. 323, 360, yeah. The side stripe jackal. The light brown tar. Let me see. That was shot right before ASCII came out. And that was shot years ago. I guess I'll do my super rare black bear. I think I want to give him something like this, because he's special. That just don't look right, though. It looks like he's too small for the plaque. I don't really like the paint with his fur type either. I think that looks better, but still, it looks like he's almost kind of too small for the plaque. I feel like they modeled this too, like, he's too far up on the plaque on that one, in my opinion. But I don't hate it. I think that'll be fine. And then my super rare mule deer. Let me see, what paints can we... Oh, yes, sir, yes. Oh, man. That looks great. Where he's dilute. Oh, that's awesome. That looks good. I like that quite a bit. Let me see. Is this my first? Yeah, this one's my first diamond red deer. All the way back in 2023. I did a whole, like, grind series about this red deer. Well, a grind, quote-unquote grind series. I documented trying to spawn a 9 legendary red deer. Like, from start to finish. And it took, I think, months. I think it took me months to do it. I didn't track the kills or anything, but this guy's awesome. I think I'll customize the mount on this one, too. I'm still really in favor of that right there. I don't really care much for, like, the raised like that. I like them being, like, flush to the ground. But I don't really like the, like, little platform thing at the bottom. That one looks a little too flat, though. I like it just, yeah, just cut and dry and even like that, I think. And since this one has a piebald in it, I think... I don't quite know. Because these paints, these right here are, like, kind of boring. I'd like a little bit of texture with it. That's just ugly. I'm sorry, that camo's so ugly. Well, that's a Tearoa camo. That's where I shot these guys at. I think that's nice. I think that looks good. I think I like that. And then I have my multi-mount over here with my albino lioness and my first ever diamond lion. I have I have 3 diamond lions now, I think. I think for this one, I do want like a savanna, like a safari. Yeah. Well, I don't know. She's solid white, so I think I want to put like a whiter color on it. That's a little yellow. I want something a little whiter. Probably the same. Yeah, I think I'll do that for her. Yeah, I think that looks good. Let me see. I have all my wolf grind trophies in here. Except for, I think, 3? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, and there's 3 in the other room, yeah. But I don't think I have anything super important in here, to my knowledge. There's my second ever diamond capercaillie over there. Let me come into the other room and see. Okay, I'm supposed to have diamond turkeys. I think I might have moved them in there. Yes. I will be decorating that one. That one has a max score, max weight turkey in it. Let me see. This one here, this moose is the biggest moose I've ever taken, ever, at 290, 290.65. Usually the rack that he has doesn't really leave like the 280, the early 280s range. It's still a diamond, but it's a very small diamond because of the rack shape. But this one was 290. And I found that out through Piebald Hunter. It's not really a common thing for a moose with a rack like that to get above like 280s range. But he did. He absolutely did. I think I like that with him. And then he's not super important. Like, he's not rare or anything, but... Let me see. I don't really know what would look good with him. I think I kind of like that with him. I don't know. Yeah, I like that better. I like that a lot better. Accentuates the antlers. It accentuates the palms. And then up here, this is my second red deer. I got this the other day. So he's 266 on the dot. So your super rare red deer is bigger than both of my diamond red deer. And I honestly, that's awesome. The bigger the better. That's crazy. I don't think I want to decorate his though, because he doesn't have any like significance or anything. Here's my diamond roe deer that I got right before the launch of Torr. 82.59. I got him on... I think I got him on Quattro. And I've got a video about him coming out very soon. So, I'll say, like, in all of my years of playing Call of the Wild, I've never had a diamond roe deer. And I've sought after one. I've wanted one. So, now I finally have him. I think... Yes, I think I'll take this guy and I'll customize his mount. This one's super special as well, at least to me. This one was my first ever diamond pronghorn. I think it was one of the... This pronghorn is one of the first diamonds I ever had for my PC Lodge. And I mean, his score is... And his antlers are just crazy. They're just nutty. They just look so wonky. I think I like that. I think that color looks good with his fur. But, like, he's so weird. He's just so weird looking. I don't know. He ended up just barely making it. 98.2 is no longer diamond for pronghorn. But I don't know how he made that. He was a level 4. And then the others, I don't think hold any other specific significance. Except for maybe this one. This was shot on ASCII. Or was it... Where's the other one at? 111? Maybe this was the one I was... maybe this is the one I was shot. He had a max of 114. Let me see. What else? What do we have? Rocky Mountain. Not really. I guess I'll do my Diamond Tiger, since the Diamond Tiger was pretty important. I think I want a red wraparound. Or maybe there's a tiger, like a similar tiger stripe, right? Well, that's Verhonga tiger stripe. But there's no tigers on... There's no tigers on Verhonga. Well, we can do an orange, I guess. Or like a yellow. Yeah, because there's a tiger in it. We can do that. I'll customize this one, because this one also has a max weight, max score fox in it. I wonder if they fixed that glitch, actually. Yeah, that's supposed to be 15.4 instead of 15.3. And I think for this one, since they're foxes, we'll give it like a darker orange. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Everything matches. This guy is the ugliest moose I've ever shot. And he just barely scored diamond. I don't know how he made diamond. I've seen moose that are much bigger than this and troll. So, I don't know. Let's customize... Yep, there's the Rio Grande turkey. 4.8 is max score. He was also max weight when I shot him. I didn't even realize it. And then my other Merriam turkey is just 4.62. I should have a third turkey. I should have a one of the Eastern Wild turkeys, and I didn't taxidermize it, and I hate that I didn't. It pisses me off so bad. Let's do that. Oh, these little ones are cute. I like this one. Yeah, I think I like this one. A little more plain, I think. Like, less exterior decoration, but I like this one a lot. Oh, yes. That looks really good with the turkeys. I like that a lot. And this one right here, this one's a max score, max weight peccary as well. I'm going to put him on the same mount and give him something that matches him as well. Not the digital camo. I hate that the color palette matches, because I don't like digital camo. Let me see what that looks like. That doesn't look that bad with him. That looks nice. I like that. I like that a lot. What else? This has got a couple rare birds in it. Piebald's no longer rare for mallards, but I think I shot this one... Let me see. Back in 2022, so it wasn't common back then. Let's see. What's something unique we can do for this one? Because I know there's like a melanistic in there, and then a piebald. I think I'll just keep it at like the dark textured. Yeah, I like that a lot. I do. I think I've seen the Javelinas video. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I made a TikTok about it or a YouTube short about it, but I also put it in I did a big trophy, like a diamond and rare trophy compilation video not super duper long ago, and I included it in that as well. It was honestly super cool, because I know I'd hunted these things quite a few times, just not for a super long time, just like a couple here and there. On, I believe it was parquet. Yeah, on parquet, I've hunted them a couple times, just never really in big amounts or for a very long time. So I don't think necessarily he was initial spawn. That doesn't seem very likely to me. I know it can happen, but I doubt it was initial spawn. He had to have been a respawn of some kind. I don't know. I would have, like, I expected to find a diamond javelina on Mexico and down in Rancho before I would find one on Parquet, because I'm on Rancho more than I'm on Parquet. But it was cool to find. Let me see what else. What else? European rabbit, whitetail jack rabbit. These two I will customize. These were a blast. I found them within 2 hours of each other. I I think I'll just give him that one. Just the shapes themselves. I think that's enough. I don't think I want to color him. I do like those, yeah. That's cute. But then it looks uneven compared to the other side. So I think I'll just do that for all of them. I didn't really consider I could just change the shape and just not color it at all. Like, I knew you could do that, but I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. Yeah, that's fine. That looks a lot better, a lot more even. What else do we have here? There's my 2 diamond grizzly bears. The max weight rabbit. Neither one of these rabbits here ended up making max weight, I don't think. I thought he was. Like, both of these rabbits were very close to 15 pounds. I know that. They were very close to max weight, but I don't think they were right on the money. I don't think I have a max weight rabbit. Do I? I could be misremembering. I could be wrong. My brain is shot after the last 2 days I've had. I can't remember anything. So I could be wrong. I could be misremembering, but I don't think these two specifically were max weight. I know I stumbled across 2 different max weight tracks when I found them, and they ended up being 14, like really high in the 14s, really close to 15 pounds when I found them. I think I have the max weight estimate. You found it and decided to track it. Yeah, these are these guys. Both of them. They're in the first installment of my West Virginian wildlife videos. These guys were in the same video. I still have their trophy score, like their harvest screen. It's on my Instagram. I can pull it up really quick. Yeah, this one scored the lighter one. He scored 6.5. He was 14.36 pounds. I tracked him for 200 yards, just about, a little over 200 yards. And then the beige one over here, this one was 14.79. And he scored 6.7. He was bigger by an exceptional margin. But it's crazy. The craziest part about it was I tried to make a video just on rabbits at one point. And I couldn't find any of these rabbits at all. I sought out specifically to find jackrabbits on Layton first. And I had like maybe 2 hours of footage and like nothing in it. Just nothing in it. I killed a diamond turkey and that was it. That was like the only trophy. Out of that whole 2 hours of footage, I killed maybe 15 rabbits, 14 or 15 jackrabbits. And they weren't really anything special, and they took me forever to find. So then I'm like, you know what, screw it. I'll just move on to a different concept. And started doing the West Virginian one, the West Virginian wildlife one. And like, the game just gave them to me on a silver platter. I don't know. Piebald Hunter gave me some advice. It was like, if you want to find jackrabbit, you just go hunt other stuff, and they'll just, like, the rabbits will find you. They'll just be there. Just go do other stuff, and they'll be there. And that's what I did, and it worked really well in my favor. It saved me a lot of night hunting for rabbits, that's for sure. I was hunting their frickin' rest zones in the middle of BFE in the dark, like in all the trees and the shrubbery and stuff, expecting to find all kinds of cool stuff, and it just wasn't happening. It just was not happening. Do I have anything in here? I hope not. Let me see. Maybe I can decorate... Do I have my ferruginous duck? No, that's a teal. It's tufted. Wood duck. What did I do with my ferruginous duck? I know I have one. There's a European rat. Now, this one was cool. I was out on Salsweezen, and I was just shooting the shit, you know, just walking around, seeing what I could see. And I didn't even spot this guy. I just shot him. Point blank period. I didn't, like, I was playing on my own time. I wasn't recording. But I walked right by these rabbits, and I looked up, and I, like, they were just out in the open wandering around. I hadn't spooked them yet. I didn't even ping it, like, before I shot it. And I picked it up, and it just totally threw me for a loop. It was super fun. Now, I know I have a ferruginous duck somewhere. I know that for a fact, because I shot it, or rather, I found it on launch day for Salsweezen Park, and I eventually, either the next day or the day after, sometime afterwards, I went back and got it, and I can't remember what I did with it. If it's in this back room, I'm gonna be kind of pissed, because I'm gonna have to rearrange all of them. No? What did I do with my ferruginous duck? Did I just not place it? Or is it up here? Is that it? Yeah, there he is. I might decorate that one, but if I do, I'll have to decorate all of them. What's on the other side? That's a ferruginous duck. And the gadwall that I grinded out. Okay. Well, then that's what I can do. I can just do the bottom two on each side. I really like just this one plain. I just think it looks really nice. I mean, I don't think it looks stupid, but I don't love it. That's how I got my first diamond. I was on my friend Salsweezen. I saw this, I saw like 5 black grouse. I shot them all without spotting and picked one up. That's nuts. That is crazy. I love when that kind of stuff happens. It's awesome. My cousin, at one point, he was playing on Rancho, and he shot, like, a bunch of pheasants went right over his head, and he just shot one out of the sky, didn't even really look at it, didn't ping it or nothing, and he picked it up, and it was a diamond. I love when that kind of stuff happens. I wish it happened more often, but, I mean, it makes sense why it doesn't. I just think it's cool. And it's such a cool story to tell. Like, oh, I found these animals, and I didn't even ping it, just shot it and went and got it, and next thing you know, it was a diamond. It's just a fun story to tell. This pig I got very recently. I'm currently in the middle of editing the video for this one. It probably won't be out for a while, considering Scotland's out and I have so much to record and edit. But I made it as hard on myself as I possibly could, I think. I went out to Mississippi Acres. I hate that map. I just do. I do not like that map. But I went out to Mississippi Acres. I sat out a bunch of hog barrels. It's part of the whole trial and error thing that I want to do. I set out hog barrels, and I sat them out in cornfields, and I sat them out in cotton fields, where I cannot see the barrels. I can't hardly see the freaking pigs. And I lured in this guy with the hog barrels after a bunch of rearranging and a bunch of optimizing and a bunch of, like, running around with a chicken with my head cut off, because I didn't have hardly any outposts unlocked or any outlooks, you know. It was just crazy. I think I spent 4 hours setting this up, and it ended up pretty well. I'm pretty pumped about this pig. I'm proud of him. I don't think I have any other... Okay, which line was this? In comparison to... Okay, that was all the way back in April. At the end of April, so... I guess I'll decorate this guy. Yep, do you have the sticks out like a sore thumb album? Yes, I do. I do. Yes. It's in my rares. We'll go there in just a second. Give me 1 second. I can't remember where I put him, but I know he's up here. I've got to hunt him down. I've got all kinds of cool stuff in here. These two here specifically are placeholders for rares, but... I don't think he's in this... Yeah, no, he's not in this room. He's somewhere. I know he's in here somewhere. What did I do with him? Could he be in here? There's a couple rares in here. This one I do want to decorate. This is the coolest multi-mount I have so far, aside from my albino lioness. Let me see... If I haven't put him up yet, then I definitely need to. There he is. That's him. 140.6. Shot him back in September on the 18th. That's him. I'm saving him, technically, for when I get more rare lions. Specifically, like, finding rare lionesses. I would love to have, like, it's so cliche. I think everyone wants an all albino multi-mount with the lions and the buffalo. But I would love to have one. I really would. And so I'm saving him for the multi-mount. But for now, since he's here, I think what I want to do... Okay, I don't think... Well, now that I'm looking at it... Yeah, no, I don't think I want to give him that one. I want him to look nice and all, but... Oh, he really shines. He really shines, like the black plaque and the white fur. Let me see. What does it look like if I apply, like, the gray paint? That does look really nice. I wish there was, like, a white. That's, like, a lighter... Okay, yeah, that looks a lot better. I quite like that a lot. And, like, the gold shimmer. That looks really nice. He's really cool. Thank you! He's awesome. God, this is probably the first actual rare buffalo I'd shot in a really long time. On Africa, at least. It's been years since I've seen a rare buffalo in Africa. I shot an orange water buffalo on Sunderpaton, but I don't even think I have her in my lodge, do I? I don't think I've displayed her anywhere. I'm gonna come in here and take a look really quick. Sex, female, rarity, rare. Oh, yeah, there she is. Gray is rare for a mouflon? That's crazy. Well, if I'm gonna display her, I want to put her on, like, a floor mount, I think, because most of her rare colors on her belly. Do I have any extra floor space? Definitely not in there, that's for sure. What happened? Why is it doing that? There's nothing on it. Will that overwrite the plaques in my diamond lodge if I change them? No floor space in here. She's probably going to have to end up going in, like, a back room, which really sucks. She's really pretty. I have a dark Gemsbok? That's rare? I didn't know dark Gemsbok were rare. Hello? Well, that's certainly something. Okay. Well, I can't put her there. I think there's a bigger... Will this work? Yeah, this will work. Okay. I think it used to be common. Yeah, I think so too, because I didn't know that was rare at all. Oh, I like that a lot, where it's showing off her orange belly. I like that. Well, since he's rare, I don't want her to be in here by herself. Very rare. Now, you wait just a second. Light brown is not rare for a Merriam turkey. I see these things all the time on Silver Ridge. There's no way. Yeah, light brown is not rare. Right? Why does the game designated that? These are everywhere. That has to be a bug. That has to be some kind of bug. But the Gemsbok, I will go ahead and put in here with her. I didn't know that was rare. Okay, cool. It has to have been new. But yeah, the light brown for turkeys should not be rare at all. They're everywhere. That don't make a lick of sense. I have this dilute because I want to build the multi-mount with my super rare mule deer. The red-brown wolf needs to go in... it needs to go in my Yukon Lodge. The Iberian mouflon and the gray one I can just do whatever with. And then there's another male dilute, and he's real tiny. So I think what I'm going to do... I think I have space out here somewhere, right? I don't know. I can put him in here. Yeah, because there's nothing on the wall in here. I can just throw him up somewhere in here. Okay, cool. That works out, too, because I have the rare female and I have the rare male. Alright. Ooh, and actually, now that these two are here, I can... Yeah, that looks good. They're kind of facing each other. I like that. And then, with these smaller mounts, I think I can put the Iberian Mouflon that I have. Yep, I sure can. I don't really know what to do with her, though. She's kind of just there. She's white and she's bald, and that's about it. Well, what other rares do I have? Okay, the red-brown is not going in here. It's going to my Yukon-specific lodge, which is something we can also decorate here in a second. I will, actually, now that I mention it, I do want to decorate my tigers out here. What do I want to do? I don't like that, though. Yeah, I like that better. I like that better. And then for this one... Huh. I don't know. I think I'll just leave it dark. Light and dark. I think that makes sense, and I think it looks good. Okay, now for my Yukon Lodge. I'm probably going to spend a lot of my time decorating my Yukon Lodge. I'm being spotty, like, here and there, because I don't quite know what I want to do with my lodges just yet. I'm just kind of playing with it and getting a general idea of what would look good and what wouldn't. Here's where I'm going to have the most fun. Let me see. I need another head mount really bad, like a normal one to put the red-brown wolf that I need to put up. Because I can't just put him on these. I also have my trolls from the grind set up in here. There's another red-brown right there. I guess I can take down one of my trolls. I don't really need to display them that bad. There we go. Another red-brown. And then he's howling in the direction of that one, and then this one's growling at you as you're coming into this room. Alright, cool. That'll work. I remember this from the tour video. Yeah, this is the lodge that I think I'm the most proud of. All of these rares are sick. All of these rares are awesome. I've added to it since then because I've started wolf grinding. I now have 2 Mellas overall. I have 1, 2, 3 albinos. I've got a handful more red browns, a handful more dark grays. I don't have a melanistic charcoal yet. I have everything else except the melanistic charcoal, and that's the one, the single one that I'm missing. Now let me see. That's a leucistic. I shot... Yeah, that was October 20th. I shot that right before the wolf grind. I was setting up the wolf grind the day before ASCII and the patch dropped. And I found that just behind one of the zones there. I have that leucistic, and I have this leucistic. And it's crazy, just the difference in the fur. I know this one's a male. And this one's a female. And they were shot, I think, a year apart, right? 10/20? 12/20, okay. So almost a year apart. The wolves are definitely what I want to, like, edit first. So I'm definitely going to put a lot of time into this. Now this is what I want to be, like, regal. I think I like that very, very well. But I want it to be... I don't want it to be so light colored. I think I might just stick to like the Yukon Valley camo just because it's a Yukon lodge. Not necessarily because I like it. I think it makes sense. But that will probably change. I'll probably get sick and tired of looking at it. Because it's not a very nice camo. Like, see what I mean? That just doesn't... It's not a good camo. And like the light camo on this side... Or light camo. The light paint on this side, because it's like that's a normal gray in the back, and then there's an egg white, and then there's the albino. That just looks so sweet together. That just looks good together. And then there's that. You know, like, it's such a downgrade. When you go left to right, it's a downgrade. I mean, I guess that matches. I mean, the platforms do, but... These guys over here are so much darker, though. I don't know. I'll figure it out at some point. Now, this one... I think I'm just gonna do this with... that? No, I'm not. Because which one was the plaque that just had... Yes. God, I like that. I like that a lot. I like that quite a bit. He kind of just stands out a lot more, like white on black. I think I'll do the same thing for her, because she's also leucistic. Yes, I like that. And then since this one's on a floor mount, and he's red-brown, so I'm thinking maybe like a wood would look nice with him. Yeah, that was it. That was a good call. I like that quite a bit. The rest of these are not rare except for this guy right here, so let's... That one looks good. It feels like a national park, kind of arrowhead kind of thing. This one looks kind of dull. That one's oblong. I think I'm just gonna stick traditional, and then give him that. The plaque looks kind of long underneath him, though. Like he doesn't fit. Like the plaque is too big for him, but it's okay. Do I have any other rares? That's a brown. That's a gray. It's a brown. It's a gray. Do I have any in here? That's a gray. That's a troll. Actually, I can put that other troll in here. 38.99. By the way, disgusting troll. That's a stupid score. I hate it. Then I have two more trolls I can throw in here. Go ahead and get them out of the way. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, cool. Now that should be all of my trolls, all of my rares displayed. Is that rare? Yeah, that's a dark gray. Okay. Well, I know what we have to do. Since this one's a little darker, give him a white plaque. I think I like that, actually. Stylistically, I think I like the difference. And then over here, I really like the shape of that black plaque for these. This one's a red-brown. So let's give him the oak. And this one's a dark gray. I guess I'll have to give him the digital, right? No, I don't. That's so ugly. I hate digital camo. I mean, that's cool and all, but I don't like it. Let's just do that. I think that'll be... I think that's perfectly fine. And then these are albino, right? Okay, one's a piebald, so we gotta make him look pretty. These don't need nothing super special, I think. So this one's albino, so let's give him that. Oh yeah, the foxes look really good on these. And this one's piebald. Oh yeah, that looks cool. I like that. I like that quite a bit. Obviously, we gotta try our best to offer like a dark stand for that one and a light stand for this one. That's cute. I like that. I like that a lot. Now for the dark gray, I can't remember what I did for the dark gray. I think it was that one. I can't remember. What did I do for that one? I think it was, yeah, it was that one. And then a light one for that one. Light one for that one. Oh wait, yeah, actually I didn't consider that. I can just take the frickin' paint off the plaque. That looks a lot better. It matches better. Cool, 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 cool. I think we're almost through with my favorite trophies from this lodge. Just about. We've got a couple more. Is that a troll? Yeah, that's a troll. I can't remember what I did for the other ones. It didn't select the plaque, you silly dingus. There we go. Okay, thank you. Yeah. We're gonna give all of these guys dark plaques. Because these are albinos, and they really stick out like a sore thumb. Again, because they're albino. They're so vividly, visibly different. The Yukon Lodge is really cool. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I've tried to work on this really hard, but turns out finding animals to put in it is really difficult. Really hard. I don't do a lot of rare grinding or rare hunting, but I need to start. Because this lodge has been kind of empty for a long time. Okay, last but not least, I have this melanistic female grizzly bear. I didn't know she was mela. These bears, especially from longer distances, you can't tell what's rare and what's not. The grizzlies and the brown bears are really hard to spot if they're melanistic. They're hard to discern whether or not they are or aren't melanistic. I think I want to give her a bright colored platform. No, she doesn't look quite right. I wish I had a darker camo. None of these are really dark enough for my liking. So I guess I'll just do that. Yeah, she looks good with that. I don't know why this guy's in here. He's not rare and he's not super giant. Do I have any more rares? Do I have any in here? I do, yes. Alright. I think those are the last of my rares. Oh, that's a red brown. We gotta give him a different color plaque. Yeah, there we go. Alright, cool. Oh wait, no, I have two more rares up here. I need to make sure they're highlighted. They gotta have special plaques. That one's a red brown. And this one's a dark gray, so he just gets a normal black plaque. Alright, cool. I think we finally got it now. I don't think I have any other rares anywhere else. Well, I didn't decorate these three. Dadgummit. Okay, well. Not gonna take very long at all, because now I'm getting an idea. I'm getting several ideas, in fact. Alright, cool. Now they match. That should be everything, correct? I want to say so. That's not a rare. I don't even think... Yeah, that's like 10. That's just a normal gold. I've got a couple piebald harlequin ducks as well, but that's not rare anymore. I don't think they were really rare to begin with, but oh well. Anywho. I think this is a pretty decent time to call it for now. I'm very tired. I am exhausted. It's 10 o'clock my time. And I've been up and at it since like 6 a.m. this morning. And then the night before last, I woke up at 10 p.m. and then went all day and didn't go to sleep until after 10 p.m. yesterday. Woke up this morning at 6. Worked. Had to salt my driveway. Exhausting. I think we've accomplished a lot. We've covered a lot of ground with the new map. I will be streaming more of it very, 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 very soon. I'll have more updates or more information about when the next stream will be in general. Usually I do a lot more streaming over on twitch.tv, but where it's launch day or it's launch week, I should say. It's launch week for Scotland. The first couple rounds of streams for the new map will be over here on YouTube, but the rest of the streams are going to be on Twitch once the week passes. But we'll be playing more soon. We'll be streaming more Scotland soon. I'll be decorating in the meantime, for sure. But I'm calling it a night tonight. It was really cool getting to talk with everybody and getting to hang out with everybody. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate the company. It was good to see everyone. If you're new here, if you're a new viewer, it was lovely to meet you. And if you're a returning viewer, it was great to see you again. Let's get together again soon. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks again. Y'all are awesome. It was great talking to everyone. We'll see each other again very soon. Good night, everyone.